This is the Premier League preview. It's with me, David Easton. It's with Paul Robinson and with Neil Mellor as well. I've even got a button I can press that says, oh no, let's do this right. There we go. Not this one. Let's start this again. There we go. Sometimes you get things right. Premier League preview. Neil Mellor, Paul Robinson. Good. I'm about to say Happy New Year, Paul, but you're a bit like, yeah, season's in the middle of things, but we're doing okay, aren't we?
Yeah, New Year's not for me, and I think Mel's will probably agree with our career, the way that you play over Christmas and New Year. There's no such thing, and I've never been one for New Year's Day. Listen, if you're £1 million in debt on New Year's Eve, you're still £1 million in debt on New Year's Day, plus a little bit more with a stinking hangover. I just don't get the whole thing.
There you go. I mean, Christmas was he's not bar humbug at Christmas, but it's a strange. We're in this winter break now, aren't we, Neil? Where we've got the split Premier League games that we're looking at this week and next week. Some teams have given themselves or been able to give themselves a couple of days off. One, does that work for a club? Do you need that rhythm? Some teams need that rhythm. Otherwise, you've seen FA Cup replays being. Well, they're still being played, and Premier League sides have not got themselves into the next round, and they don't have a break.
Yeah, I think it's quite unusual because it wasn't really there for our time. It's something new that's been sort of developed and tried, this sort of winter break. It's a busy time, isn't it? Christmas and New Year. We've had loads of games. We've had, obviously, Premier League games. We've had the FA Cup games. We've now just had the League Cup semi-finals as well. It's also the transfer windows open. There's a lot going on, rumours, signings, injuries. A lot of teams suffering with injuries at the moment as well. I've got no problem at all with these FA Cup replays. I'm a big believer in the FA Cup third round and the dreams and hopes what it gives all the teams throughout the football pyramid. So for these Premier League teams who are having to have replays, unlucky. It's just one of those things. But yeah, it's not ideal for them because they wanted this little break to get players a little bit fresher, ready to go for the run-in, which it will be after this little break.
Okay, I'm going to put one talking point at you. I'm going to throw one thing at you, which is if it's two Premier League sides in a third round game, should they be allowed to decide pre-match, we'll finish it today?
No, absolutely not.
Brentford, Thomas Frank said it was the worst possible result for him was getting a replay against Wolves.
But listen, I mean, there's an argument for it, and you look at the way that the games came out this round. I mean, Everton Crystal Palace on a Thursday night because of policing reasons or whatever. I mean, neither manager wanted that. No television company wanted it. Nobody wanted to watch it, and the game lived up to its expectation. It was diabolical. But I mean, the third round of the FA Cup, it is magic. Keep the replays in there. It is what it is. These lower league teams live for the FA Cup in the third round and the chance of getting a big gun. And you don't mess with one of the most historic parts of English football. I mean, I grew up on the FA Cup. Used to love FA Cup Saturdays, Sundays. The final. It was brilliant. The only thing I would change, if you're going to alter it, in the first round, have a seeded round so we don't get these all Premier League ties. Premier League and Championship, seeded draw against the lower league team, and then give the lower league team the choice of whether they want to play home or away. That's the only thing if you're going to change.
You've just said don't mess with the FA Cup. You're messing about with it seeded. The whole beauty of the FA Cup is coming out and going, God, don't want them. Don't want them away. Even the Premier League teams, Liverpool, when Arsenal came out, don't want them, got them. And that is the magic of the FA Cup. You'll always get these big ties, which the big clubs don't want. But the likes of the non-league clubs, what is it, Maidstone, the hope, the dream. I know they've got Ipswich in the next round, but the dream of it being at Anfield or Old Trafford, that is what the FA Cup's about, yeah. But yeah, no seeding, never, ever, ever seed the FA Cup. Keep that in the League Cup, which I'm sure will finish in a couple of years anyway because of the way the European competitions are getting extended.
Yeah, the one thing they do in Germany, isn't it? Start of the season, they have the first round of the cup, and the smaller side is always at home, which I think in this country wouldn't go down very well. I think sometimes you want the small side. If you're Eastleigh or Newport going to Manchester United, possibly you want to go to Old Trafford. You also want to split that money, which is a different thing altogether.
I think if you give them the choice, I think if you give the lower league club the choice, if you're not going to seed it, if there is a lower league team, the lower ranked side in the tie, whoever they get the option of whether they play home or away, but only in the third round.
Yeah, I don't mind that one. That's a good show. I'm okay with that one.
Oh, there we go. We're all agreed for a new year. Good stuff. Let's get on with it then. We'll talk some football, and we will start with the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. It's Chelsea versus Fulham. We've got 1.63 for Chelsea. The draw is 4.1. Fulham are 5.3. Both off the back of League Cup semi-final first leg defeats. But Neil Mellor, I think you'd probably suggest that both have... Well, mate, you compare the two performances in midweek and you say Fulham at 5.3 might be worth a shout going to Chelsea, although Chelsea's home form is picking up.
Chelsea 1.63. No chance. I'm not even sure I touched them if they're playing against a bottom three team the way that Chelsea have been this season. Chelsea are the form team. If you look at the Premier League results, Chelsea I think won 3 of the last 4 Premier League games. Fulham have lost 3 of the last 4. Fulham don't travel well. You have to bear that in mind. But I tell you what, Fulham are a decent side. I watched them on Wednesday night at Anfield in that League Cup semi-final. They're organised. They're disciplined. They do not give much space away. They're so compact. I think Palina is one of the best central defensive midfield players in the Premier League, if not Europe. Yeah, people will throw Rodri in the mix and Rice. Palina's right up there. He is absolutely brilliant. So they're organised defensively and they've got a threat going forward. I think Jimenez is a presence. Willian will join the support. Pereira, Reed, who I think is a little bit wasteful at times. But yeah, Fulham at 5.3, a much better value for this bet than Chelsea at 1.63. They're not good travellers, Fulham, but they're a decent Premier League side.
Paul, Chelsea might be looking to... Well, they need someone to put the ball in the back of the net. Cole Palmer's been pretty good this season. He's probably been one of the standout players. Probably in the Premier League, he's a breakthrough player. But he missed a hatful against Middlesbrough in midweek. They don't have Nicholas Jackson, and they're waiting for Nkunku, who comes in and then goes out injured again.
Yeah, we got a lot of stick Pochettino midweek, didn't he, for playing Cole Palmer in a false 9 role, if you like. But he was kind of vindicated with the amount of chances that Cole Palmer had. He just couldn't finish them. And that's been a problem with Chelsea, hasn't it, scoring goals. I think that they're putting a little bit of form together, bar the result at Middlesbrough, which isn't a disaster. They're only 1-0 down in a 2-leg semi-final. It's half-time in that. Looking at the form, 5 wins, 2 defeats in the last 7. Like you say, Nicholas Jackson's missing, but is that a big miss? He's not really scoring. He's not firing on all cylinders. Decent win in the FA Cup against Preston, which continues their run of form. And listen, I think they're too much for Fulham. I do. I think that's why they're too short. And I think you look at the odds there, Fulham are that price because they haven't won at Stamford Bridge in the league since 1979, when I was born. I mean, a dinosaur. That's how long ago it is since Fulham have won in the league at the Bridge. Away from home, like Neil says, Fulham are awful. Last 3 games conceded 3 or more goals away from home. And that's the reason why Chelsea are such strong favourites at home at the Bridge.
Yeah, sometimes we talk about how history doesn't really come into it, but this is the most one-sided match in Premier League history. I think Fulham have only won 10% of, I think, all matches. Never mind the Premier League, even before football was invented. 10% of all matches between these two, Fulham have won, which is not a great strike rate. But can you back? I mean, Chelsea 1.63. Do you have to build that up? I mean, my mug bet would be put Cole Palmer in for something, for at least a couple of goals in this one, Paul.
Yeah, you have to build your way in if you're going to go Chelsea. I can't see anything other than Chelsea win. History, recent form, Fulham's away form, etc. Yes, Fulham were good, decent at Anfield, and I think they have played well sporadically this season. But they're coming off a run of decent form, but that was off the back of 3 or 4 defeats and heavy defeats. Away from home, they don't travel well. That's why Chelsea's are short. The bet for me is build your way in with Chelsea. It's a home win, both teams to score because Chelsea are susceptible. They leak, they concede goals. Both teams to score a home win and then pick a goal scorer. That's your way in for me in this one.
Well, if you want to have both teams to score, Chelsea to win and Cole Palmer to score once, anytime, is 5. A couple for Palmer makes that 13. Neil, are you thinking Fulham might have more to say about this?
Absolutely, yeah. I've been nowhere near Chelsea at them odds. I think they're too inconsistent. I think, yes, they've had a little bit of pick-up in form, but you saw the performance at Middlesbrough the other day. There may be a response from that. They had a lot of criticism, didn't they? And I know they're still in, certainly the semi-final for that second leg. But, yeah, for me, Fulham showed that, yeah, they've had a few bad results away from home, but they're not an easy team to beat. I know they've had a couple of heavy defeats, but for me, I looked at Fulham the other night, I was thinking, they've got a lot to play for in this January. After that defeat at Anfield, they're still in the tie. They'll want to make sure going into a little break before that second leg that they put in a decent performance against Chelsea. And a lot's been made about they've not won there since 1979. I wasn't born. Not even in my lifetime Fulham have won there at Chelsea. But I think this will be a close game. I really do. I think both teams' to score is a good one. But I'd be all over the draw at 4.1. They're good odds for the draw for me.
Okay, that's Chelsea versus Fulham. That is the first game. It's not the first game of the weekend, but it's the first game on the Saturday, the 12:30 kickoff. You can follow that in the Clubhouse with sportsbet.io.
Covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League, live as they happen. For the best live bets, this is Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. Please gamble responsibly.
That's hello. Hello, everybody. It's Saturday. It is Clubhouse TV. Sportsbet.io, fun, fast and fair. All the usual gubbins. But it's a weird Saturday today, everybody. It's not your usual Saturday. We've got loads of football. We've got two games, and they are separate. So we've got two feeds today. We join you now to stay with us for the first game of the day, which is Chelsea against Fulham. And then Newcastle against Man City does not come until 5:30 later on. So we'll disappear. We'll come back again for the second time. And it's James and Gav with you. And Gav, how are you? It's been a while since we worked together.
We were talking about this. I don't know the last time I was in here with you. I haven't got a clue. Hello, Happy New Year. I don't think
you can say that anymore.
I think you can. I don't know when you stop, though. I think if you meet someone for the first time in 2024 in April, then you don't say Happy New Year. But I think
by December you're probably kind of off the mark. Anyway, Chelsea against Fulham is our first match of today, and this is potentially a good one. Chelsea are kind of like, what are they? Are they good or are they bad? Can't quite work it out. Fulham have had quite a decent enough season so far. Have we got the teams?
We have got the teams. What I would say in answer to your question is Fulham are bang average and Chelsea, therefore, are also bang average. You know, you've got 20 teams in the Premier League and Chelsea are 10th. Absolutely slap bang average middle. So in Chelsea terms, they're fairly disappointing, although they have picked up form a little bit. You know, Chelsea at this stage of the year have, in years gone by, been pushing for top 1, top 2, top 3 European place, Champions League place. Could we win the Premier League? This time around, they are way off it. Chelsea have got 28 points. Liverpool have got 45 at the top of the table. So Chelsea are very disappointing compared to Chelsea of old. Fulham, it's just about survival. Every single year, it's about survival. And the way the bottom of the Premier League is at the moment is if you can go on a run like Bournemouth and literally win 5 of 7, you realistically could say that might be us safe. So, team news.
Yes.
Let's go for that. I will say, he says, trying to look for the team news.
Would you like to do it?
No, I've got it. I'm all sorted. Petrovic in goal for Chelsea. They line up 4-3-3. They've got Colwell, Thiago Silva, Desisi, Gusto. They've got Gallagher, Casado, Fernandes, Sterling, Bloya, and Cole Palmer, who I have brought in to my FPL side.
Just copying the great me.
Mate, I've had to get rid of Son and get rid of Mo Salah because of the AFCON, which starts today.
I've worn this finger out trying to find you at the bottom of the league.
No further questions, Your Honour. Leno in goal for Fulham. They line up 4-2-3-1. Tete, Adebayo, Diop and Robinson. Kearney and Polina in midfield supporting Wilson. Andres Pereira and Willian supporting Raul Jimenez.
Who's back, isn't he? He's started to score goals again, which is good to see. After kind of being out 2 years-ish, he kind of just was off the mark after his head injury, but seems to have found his form and his confidence back again, which is good. In terms of this match, though, I'm not quite sure how to call this at all, because you've got Chelsea are available for you at 1.63, 4.3 the tie, 5.1 for Fulham. I think Chelsea are too skinny at 1.63. Can you just a Chelsea side at 1.63?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just because they are picking up form at home. So the last 4 games at home, they've drawn 4-4 with Man City. They've beat Brighton 3-2, Sheffield United 2-0, I was there, and Chelsea beat Crystal Palace 2-1. So Chelsea, from the last 12 points available at home, have taken 10, and in those last 4 games, they actually have scored 11 goals.
And Fulham haven't won in 9 away matches in the Premier League.
They've started to score goals, they've started to pick up points, they've started to be effective at Stamford Bridge.
Is he starting to work out the jigsaw? Because he's got a lot of good players at Chelsea. They don't quite know what the best 11 is. Is he starting to work that out?
Yeah, I think there has to be at some point a period of stability at Chelsea. Chelsea are actually like the Watford of the Premier League, where they keep sacking their managers and then living off the honeymoon period of a new manager coming in. Everybody has an upturn in form, but at some point you've got to recognise we've got a good manager here, and if we've had so many previous managers in such a short space of time previously, at some point that's going to catch up with you as a football club. Yeah. So we have to have a good manager in who we trust and we believe, and it won't be good all the time. Arteta at Arsenal is an example of that. It might not be brilliant all the time, but take the rough with the smooth. And if we believe in this guy and we can see glimpses of it turning around, stick with him. Problem with Fulham are really good at times, and then are really bad. I thought Fulham,
that's Chelsea as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought Fulham were exceptional away at Liverpool. The way they tore into Liverpool, and no doubt about it, before Liverpool equalised in the League Cup, Fulham could have been 3-4-0 up. And had they been, they'd have won that game. But that's Fulham. They didn't take their chances, and they will keep offering you chances. Away from home in the Premier League, they've conceded 3 at Villa, conceded 4 at Liverpool, conceded 3 at Newcastle. All right, that's Villa, Liverpool and Newcastle. Fulham, last time out, conceded 3 at Bournemouth. So you've got a Chelsea side who are scoring 4-3, 2-2 at home, against a Fulham side who have conceded 3-4, 3-3 away from home.
Give me a correct score now.
2-0 Chelsea.
Okay.
It will take Fulham to score to push this to an over 2.5 goals game. That's what I'm thinking.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I'll leave that in your head. You think about what the free bet's going to be, whilst I
know what it's going to be.
I say hello to the lovely creatures out there. Here's Royal Majesty Marquis Maharaja Kaiser Caesar our Supreme Idea, Telegram Vizier Lord King Emperor James VII, Rex Genetics, hello, Eagle-Eyed Gav, the Conqueror of Qatar, the host of all hosts, the merciful master of ceremonies, Menace of Montenegro. Genetics, always a pleasure. The dynamic duo, he says. Viv's got a picture of me, Hasbulla, and he's also got a picture of the potato head, which I always like. I started that. And Cheese with us, he says, hello, James and Gav. Timo, hello, James and Gav. Hello, Chi. Hello, Timo. Nice to have you here. What's the free bet going to be?
It's going to be an on-the-spot free bet. That's it. So at certain points in the game, we're going to say, right, the next time we have a corner, we're going to offer a chance for you to win a 10 USDT free bet.
You suggested that to me the other day. We tried it. Nothing happened in the game. Absolutely nothing happened.
You jinxed it. So we're going to do an on-the-spot free bet and have a little bit of fun, which means there's guaranteed free bets to be, well, I say that, 99.6%.
If something happens.
Yeah. So we'll let you know what it is. So you have to keep watching to keep in tune with what's going to happen today for Chelsea Fulham, because it's going to be a reactive free bet. So I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what the first bet is sometime within the first 10 minutes, and then we'll watch and see what happens.
I'll tell you what, Viv, are you watching India taking on Australia? The Asian Cup started 0-0 at half-time in that game. There's loads of other football around the globe as well. So if there's anything else you want us to talk about, then just let us know on the Telegram chat. But I'm sure Viv's paying attention to his Indian team. Very good performance in the first half there. The keeper's a bit flappy, Viv, but Australia have been held to goalless at the break there in the game in the Asian Cup.
Yeah, because the Asian Cup has got underway today. So there's plenty of football. We've got the AFCON getting underway today. Just talk about this because the football is about to start. But we've got the Ivory Coast taking on Guinea-Bissau in the AFCON Africa Cup of Nations today. We've got Australia, India at halftime now in the Asian Cup. It's the first day of that. Then we've got China against Tajikistan. Then we've got Uzbekistan, Syria, and we've got Chelsea, Fulham, Newcastle, Man City. So it's a full. We're only concentrating on the Premier League, but
loads of football.
And
the mighty Leeds are playing as well later on as well. So that's the highlight. Viv says, yes, I'm surprised by the performance so far. 0-0 is a win for us. Well, it's only a full-time, Viv. Don't celebrate just yet. Joe is with us as well.
Hello, Joe.
He's asking, is it the first 20 today? No, it's on the spot. Gav's just basically said, we're going to basically, every now and again, say what we need to do when that happens. It might be a throw-in or something like that. We say, next throw-in for Chelsea, and then free bet lands kind of thing, if that happens.
But what it's going to be 2 people per on the spot free bet, because we want 5 of them across the game. So we want to find 10 winners by the end of the game. So what we'll do is we'll ask people to then enter a draw on Telegram when Matteo says you to go, and out of that draw we'll pull 2 people at random, and then we'll move on to the next on the spot free bet. Does that all make sense?
And don't back Cole Palmer to score today because Gav's put him into his fantasy team. No chance now. He's racked it for everybody that's got Cole Palmer in their side. Anyway, we're seconds away from kick-off. It's Chelsea against Fulham.
Counting down to kick-off, covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League. Live. This is Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. Please gamble responsibly.
Always, always, always gamble responsibly, everybody. Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. Fun, fast, ferociously fair for the world's leading Bitcoin sportsbook. We got Coventry against Leicester just kicked off in the Championship. We've got in Albania, Ignatia against Skenderbo has just kicked off in Albania. And we have also just kicked off Chelsea against Fulham in the English Premier League. Have we disappeared, Matteo? We're back. My screen just went all black there. But we are back with you. You can see our little faces and his potato head as well. So we're up and running. Chelsea against Fulham. Early stages of this one. And we have got, I've got a little sneaky fancy that Fulham could just upset Chelsea today.
I didn't. One thing I could be looking at. I need to see the game. We're underway now at Stamford Bridge. I need to see the game for the first 10 minutes to see what Fulham turn up. Because this is a bit of a derby. It's one of the least talked about derbies in the Premier League. This is actually a derby. These 2 teams are the closest to each other.
West London, yeah.
Do they call it the King's Road derby? Is that what it is? Because they're basically a road called King's Road is what separates these two clubs. There's a few miles between them. But I need to see how Fulham approach this. One of the bets I could be very interested in, and I need to see the first 10 minutes. I can't seem to find this in play, actually, this game. It's not yet gone live on
well, why are you looking for that, Gav?
I've got it. Could be interesting to be fairly rubbish in the first half.
Okay, well, stay tuned.
So literally, it could be something like draw Chelsea. Generally, as a rule, when these teams play, Chelsea win 2-0, Chelsea win 2-0, Chelsea have drawn 0-0, Chelsea have won 2-0, Chelsea have won 1-0. The only games there have been over 2.5 goals between these two sides is when Fulham have scored. Chelsea have not scored more than 2 goals against Fulham since 2014, and that's about 8 games ago.
So the first half might be rubbish, according to Gav, but what isn't rubbish is we welcome back Sharif Chanina, the Giraffe's back. We haven't seen you for a while, the Giraffe. It's good to have you here. And Koki's with us as well. So he's saying, how are you, Gav?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
He says, we miss you, man.
Oh, miss you too, bro. Happy New Year.
Oh, it's all
I like it.
It's all got too nicey.
I like it. This is the first time I've done an early shift on an early game, an early shift on a Saturday for a very long time.
Very long time. Anyway, Chelsea have a free kick on the left-hand side of their attack. Conor Gallagher rolling his socks up, preparing to take that. And we will see if they can make anything from this one. But 0-0 in the early stages of this one. Leicester currently top of the Championship and looking as if they're going to be back in the Premier League next season. They've built up at the moment, 10-point lead at the start of play today. Leicester City playing very well in the Championship. Away at Coventry today. It's still 0-0 in that one. But it looks like Conor Gallagher with his right foot. In fact, it's Fernandes sends it in left-footed, headed away by Fulham. Danger averted.
Yeah, I'm trying to find draw. Here we go. I've got it. I'm tempted to put up a 4.
Oh, okay.
I'm tempted to put up a 4 as a bet that's interesting.
You should
right
never
now.
succumb to temptation, Gav.
Draw half time. Chelsea win the game at full time, which is 4. Because I was there about 3 weeks ago when I saw Sheffield United there, and Sheffield United held out Chelsea in the first 45 minutes.
Is that what that blue plaque is there? Gav sat here.
Yeah, actually, it would be. Do you know where I did sit? I sat. Brilliant. I just said that and the camera's gone off. I mean, you couldn't write that, could you? You literally couldn't write that. Programme will resume shortly.
Oh, Giraffe says, I miss James's silly laugh. Oh, whoa, whoa.
That's a lonely group you're part of there, my friend.
The silly laugh team.
Camera's back. So I did sit opposite the camera angle. I had nice corporate hospitality. I don't want to show off too much.
You've got to the stage now, Gav, where you fly in first class.
Pretty much.
You go to the top deck, don't you? And you don't hang around with the riffraff.
Pretty much.
We don't want any of that rubbish, do we?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, apart from watching Sheffield United, who were dreadful that day. But they did hold out Chelsea. I thought we were going to get battered, but we actually held them out for the first 45 minutes and held them out with relative ease. And I've seen this now 5 minutes and hardly anything's happening. I think it's a bit of a slow burner, this game. In fact, I'm going to share it. I'm going to put that up now because it's going to start coming down in price closer we get to half-time. I'm going to take a bit of an early punt on this one. Draw half-time, Chelsea win the match after 90 at 4.
Well, a bit of a strong challenge there. Fulham coming forward down the right. I've just put my first rapid bet of the day up. I'll share the rapid betting link with you in a second. And if you fancy having a bit of a dabble in the old rapid betting markets, then feel free to gamble responsibly and have a look at those. But I need the ball to go out of bounds more than once between minutes 6 and 8. So throw-ins, goal kicks, whatever it is, what takes it across the line, but twice between 6 and 8. That's what we require.
Name me a very attractive Hollywood actress.
Scarlett Johansson.
Thank you.
If you're watching, Scarlett, hi.
I might spell her surname wrong, but
Scarlett Johansson's never returns my calls. No. Chelsea. No, away by Fulham.
Let me put on my surprised face. It's because you're banned, my friend. That's why. Because you're blocked. There we are.
Here come Fulham. No, out for a throw-in on this near side. Throw-in too early for my taste. And Viv, there you go. There's Scarlett.
Yep, I know.
There she is. Look. Oh, that's me done for the rest of this match.
Yep, I know that too.
So, right, I'm into my 2 minutes. The 6 minutes has come up on my screen.
What have you gone for?
And Ball needs to go out of play twice in the next 2 minutes.
I like these rapid bets.
Yeah.
I like these rapid. Right, do you know what? At minute 9, I'm going to tell you what it is for the first on-the-spot free bet.
Stay tuned.
So, on-the-spot free bet, minute 9.
It's not a big ask. It's only 3 minutes away.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
It gives me 3 minutes to think about what it is as well, because I actually don't, at the moment, know what it's going to be. Coventry versus Leicester. We'll just talk about that very quickly because it's in play and it's happening right now. Two really good sides in current form. Mark Robbins has done a terrific job at Coventry. It is a great job. Leicester City are coming straight back to the Premier League. They've got more points this season than Burnley did last season. Are you okay over there?
Throw in.
Brilliant. I wondered what that was. It could be just goals in this one.
Yay! Twice in the.
Hey, well done. What did he get?
Oh, yeah. What was it? 2.33, I think.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
What's the next rapid bet?
I'll decide in a minute.
Coventry's last few games, they've drawn 2-2 in the league. They've won 3-1 in the league. They won 6-2 in the FA Cup against Oxford United last weekend. Leicester won 3-2 in the FA Cup last weekend. Also beat Huddersfield 4-1. These teams just could be goals and further goals. I think your starting point, of course, is over 2.5 goals. I think the draw could be played at 3.4. The last thing I expected, famous last words, is 0-0. I think over 2.5 goals and the Asian total at 1.9 is fine between Coventry and Leicester. Bit of a Midlands derby as well, bit of a rivalry. I think it's the M69 derby, something like that. Over 3 is 2.43. So look at goals between Coventry and Leicester. Here's the thing. I think there'll be more goals between Coventry and Leicester than there will between Chelsea and Fulham. Put it that way. I'd offer a 1.6 on that.
I don't think that's particularly brave of you, to be honest. No. Anyway, we were approaching minute 9. Gav will tell you what you need to do or what needs to happen. And Bizu, hello to you. He's asking about the free bet. We're going to have kind of spot free bets as we go through, Bizu. So at some stages, we'll say once the next X happens, a shot by Cole Palmer potentially, and then the free bet lands and 2 people will win 10 USDT. It's as simple as that as we go through the 90 minutes of this game. So 45 seconds away from Gav's moment of glory.
I've just thought of the most random one, actually. Got 30 seconds away.
Is it going to be Chara's suggestion of Scarlett Johansson to score a goal?
No, because I think we could be waiting quite a while for that.
I was going to say something about her scoring, but I won't.
Good.
I'll resist the temptation.
Good.
Oh, Scarlett, call me.
Don't. I mean, as if she's watching anyway.
She's a regular. She's a regular. She goes under the name of Charif Chanina.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, minute 9. Let's have a look at what the next on-the-spot free bet is. Let's play it fairly simple. Let's go for the corner. Let's make it fairly simple.
The next corner.
Let's not go. Let's have something that realistically could happen fairly soon. So
We did that in the Brighton game. Then we got a corner in the entire match.
The next time there's a corner, we could have one here. Here come Chelsea down the left-hand side.
Get a corner.
Ball played in, header clear. Polino's going to knock it back, and it's going to go for the goal kick. Yes, a goal kick. So for those who are just watching for the first time, next time there is a corner, we'll celebrate a corner. Matteo, the producer, will put go, go, go in the Telegram chat channel, and everybody just put your username on there. After about 30 seconds, Matteo will say stop, and out of the list of people, randomly, we'll select 2 people, and you've won a 10 USDT free bet.
It's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
This is Clubhouse TV.
And
we look after you.
We'll do this 5 times across the game, but of course, to get to the second on-the-spot free bet, we need the first one to land first. So if you don't get any corner at all in this game...
Is it going to come here? Do we get the corner here? No, he's doubled back instead.
Yeah.
No corner yet. But next corner, free bet klaxon sounds. Willian gets the ball away. So 0-0 at the moment between Chelsea and Fulham. 0-0 between Coventry and Leicester. 0-0 between Ignacia and Skanderbau in Albania.
And 0-0 between India and Australia in the Asian Cup as
Where
well.
did we get goals, everybody? Where did we get the goals from today?
No idea.
But we will, according to Gav, we'll get more in the Leicester game than we'll get in the Chelsea game.
Yeah, I think so. I think Leicester are going to come straight back up, by the way, and be quite fun. I think
they're almost there already, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a fairly weak championship last season, and I say that as my team got 90 points in it, and we were pretty dreadful for quite a large portion.
Terrible side.
There's a chance for Coventry, ball into the area, bright sunshine in the Midlands.
Hang
on, could be a chance for corner. Ball played in, headed clear by Fulham.
We're not going to get a single corner in this match, now you've done this.
Do you not think?
No. Come on the corners. Oh, it's maybe a chance here for a corner. No. Shots from Chelsea, and it's blocked away. So that's the first shot we've had of any note that's blocked away by Chelsea. And we are into the next 4 minutes, and I've gone for a shot to be taken between 11 and 15. A blocked shot doesn't count, though, and that was a blocked shot, I believe.
Yeah.
What have you done?
This one's about 8 seconds quicker.
Come on.
It's all... Australia have scored. Goal for Australia against India. So we've had a goal. You asked where the goals were, and we've just had one for
That's not good news for
Australia.
Viv, is it? That's not good news for Viv. Navidart, hello to you, Navidart. When are you going to paint me like one of your French girls? Chelsea against Fulham, he's gone draw, and then Chelsea to win. He's followed you, Gav.
4-1.
3.75 he's got for that.
Yeah,
but
say 4-1. 4.
Good luck with that, Navidart.
Yeah. Goalkeeper comes and flaps. Ball, Gurpreet in goal for India comes and flaps at a cross from the right-hand side. It falls to the feet of an Australian player who says, "Tar very much, me duck." And Jackson Irvine, midfielder who played for Sampoli, but also played for Hull City in the Championship number of seasons ago. He has scored. So it is India 0, Australia 1. I can only see further goals for Australia.
Viv says, brain fade from the keeper as usual.
Yeah.
He's not a very good keeper, is he, Viv?
Brilliant, is it?
He's not. The rest of them are really doing quite well, but the keeper's letting them down, I think.
You would have also thought, with India's love of cricket, that being able to catch a ball would be second nature to lots of people in India.
Maybe you should stick the wicket keeper in.
Maybe they should paint the ball red.
Stick KL Rahul between the sticks, and then you'll be fine.
He should be absolutely fine.
So Chelsea coming forward. Chelsea having a good time of it here. Is this going to be the first corner?
Have we had a corner yet?
No,
we haven't. Ball played in.
No, away by Fulham.
It's a bit... So Fulham are sat deep. I haven't really seen Petrovic in goal for Chelsea. I don't even know what colour his kit is.
What colour is his socks, Gav?
I don't know. I've not really seen the Chelsea goalkeeper. So Fulham are sat fairly deep here. They're asking for trouble. The only slight concern with the draw at half-time, Chelsea lead after 90 minutes, is the fact that Chelsea is so one-sided that Chelsea are clearly going to win the first half. That's the only slight concern. But Chelsea is 2.63. Chelsea, 2.63. Half-time, full-time. That's also a bit.
I always judge a keeper by the colour of his socks.
Do you?
Yeah. You can tell the good ones. You can tell the good ones straight away. Well, I'm not going to give you any idea about what colour they need to be.
I had no idea until I spoke to Paul Robinson that he, as a goalkeeper, chose the colour of his own kit. I had no idea you could do that. I'm not sure all goalkeepers can, but he did. He chose the colour of his own kit. What do you fancy this year? I fancy it to be black. Okay, you got a black kit.
When you're of the stature of Paul Robinson, you can demand whatever you like. Green M&Ms in the dressing room. Certain sort of ambient temperature in the room.
There's been some shocking goalkeeping kits, though, isn't there? The David Seaman one for England in Euro 96 was just an absolute... It was like a...
When you had him on that behind the bet, did you mention that?
I did, actually. No, I mentioned it to him before. Is a chance for Chelsea. It was almost like someone spilled like 5 pots of paint on the floor and they went, oh, there's your kit. Anyway... just a bit of midfieldy at the moment. Well, Chelsea breaks for them down the left-hand side. Here comes Raheem. Come on, Raheem, get a corner. Get a corner for the creatures. Ball played in, and it's going to be dealt with by Fulham. Do you know what it's like? It's like Chelsea have kind of got an idea up until about 18 yards out, and then they go, no, I've run out of ideas now. A chance for Chelsea, edge of the box. Shot. Is that taking a deflection? It's a goal kick. Oh, that's the closest you come to the free bet.
That's my rapid bet landing, though. That's my rapid bet lands. Happy days.
It is almost like Chelsea run out of ideas in and around the Fulham penalty area.
What's happened to old what's his face, the striker that's useless?
Well, I think you've answered your own question there.
Viv says, that's not how it works, Gav. Owning a arm is almost an impossible task in India, yet India literally dominates sports of shooting. I don't quite understand that, Viv, I have to say.
What's that? Owning an arm is almost...
2 rapid bets had, 2 rapid bets have been landed. Thank you very much, everybody. Goodbye.
I just think, yeah. Goalkeepers should be able to catch a ball. I think that's the first necessity of testing out whether you're a goalkeeper in the making or not. Can he catch a ball? No. You're not a goalkeeper then, are you?
Have Australia scored again?
No, they haven't.
No. 1-0 still. 1-0 to the Aussies.
Can we all celebrate?
When did they go mid-duck in Australia, by the way?
Oh, many years.
We just scored a goal then, mate. That's what it'll be. We're going to score a goal,
hang on a minute. Mike, see the Chelsea goalkeeper here? I think he's wearing pink. I've not seen... we're going to see the goalkeeper.
We're yet to find out the colour of his socks.
Oh,
there
it's green.
He is. He's got green socks
old
on.
Tradition.
Green socks.
Hey, seen the goalkeeper. In fact, it'd be funny here if Fulham get the first corner. No, they don't. In fact, could they? It's cleared by Mudryk.
That's what you need, everybody, if you're just tuning in. When we get the next corner in this match, free bet lands the first 2. Will get yourselves a free bet.
Yeah, we normally, just for those who know as well, we normally give away 20 chances to win a free bet on the 3 p.m. kickoff. There's no 3 p.m. kickoff today, so it's 10 for this game and it's 10 for the next game. And as James has already said, if you've just tuned in, when this game is finished, we'll be off air for 3 hours. Then we'll come back before Newcastle against Manchester City and do it all over again.
We're just going to go and sit quietly outside for 3 hours.
Could be a corner, ball played in. Chance for Fulham. They're just asking a little bit of questions at the moment. This is what we need. Free kick? No. Referee says not. Chelsea clear their lines. Fulham just having a little bit of possession. This is good for Fulham to have a bit of possession. Keep ball.
Could I make a suggestion?
Yeah, of course you can.
10 and 10. Totally agree. But as it's a spot thing, and we do sometimes do a 20 on a Saturday afternoon, if we get all 5 landed, could we have a bonus spot towards the end for an extra 2 maybe?
I think we can. I have thought of an idea.
Blimey. Careful.
No.
The potato heads
why don't I just say I've had an idea? I thought of an idea.
Yeah.
Same thing, technically.
What have you been thinking?
We should put up some teams to win in the 3 p.m. kickoffs in England. And if they do win, we'll come back and offer even more free bets on the late kickoff.
Leeds.
If the teams we pick win during 3 p.m., what?
I'm going to put another rapid bet on. Will the ball go out of bounds more than once between 20 and 22?
These rapid bets are really good.
I like rapid betting.
Nothing's happening anywhere. Nothing's happening between Coventry and Leicester either. Ball into the box by Leicester, cleared by Coventry.
It's the only reason I come in, to do the rapid bets.
They're great fun. If you don't take part in the rapid betting, take part in the rapid betting. It's really good fun.
I shared the link earlier. Just scroll up a little bit. I'll share it again later.
Yeah.
Viv says over 2.5 goals at 2 could be a potential bet.
Chance for
considering
Fulham.
we will concede more. He's gone over 2.5, Viv, in the India game.
That was almost a corner.
That doesn't count, though. Almost doesn't count.
I know. But look, if you watch this, Fulham have just started to ask one or two questions. 20 minutes in, not a great deal has happened. Fulham have just started, that's where I thought you were going to get a corner. And Thiago Silva, I think we actually went to play that possibly out for a corner. And it came off the Fulham player. They are playing around at the back, Chelsea. And it scares me.
Oh, don't be scared, Gav. Viv's looking at over 2.5 goals in the Asian Cup game. 2.1, Viv, if you fancy that now. Because he thinks India are going to concede a few more now. They've conceded 1. I can see the logic in that.
So India coming into this, lost 4-2 to Malaysia. They also lost 3-0 to Qatar. Beat Kuwait by a goal to 0. This is coming into this. That was the World Cup qualifiers, the AFC World Cup qualifiers that they had. What we had previously, there should be further goals for Australia because they've got Premier League and Championship players compared to, with the greatest respect, Indian players who generally don't play outside their country. They met in the Asian Cup in 2011. Oh, look at the scorers for this. Australia won 4-0. Tim Cahill scored 2 of the goals.
Australia had a good team then.
Harry Kewell, he was a tremendous footballer. You'll know that as a Leeds fan more than anything.
Leeds fans don't like Harry Kewell, though.
Yeah, but we don't like Leeds. That's fine. Mudryk in from the left-hand side. Header! Is that gone behind? Foot a corner?
It's out of play. That's one thing.
Broja with a header.
It's out of play, Gav.
I think Australia score at least...
Over 2.5, I think.
One more.
Over 2.5. I like it. I'm with you, Viv.
At least one more.
I am with you, Viv.
I'm going 2-0 at 2.8. 2.8.
That's a real chance that for Broja, by the way.
It is a real chance.
And he's made a mess of it. Didn't wrap his full head round it, and it goes behind for a goal kick. But so I need the ball to go out another time, out of play, another time in the next 1 minute and 15 seconds.
11 minutes now.
I know.
11 minutes we've been waiting.
As soon as you put up a corner as a spot thing, they stop. That never happened. Didn't get a single one for Brighton. I think it was in about minute 37 in that match. I said, right, next spot one, Brighton's next corner, free bet lands. They never got a single other corner in the entire match.
So we're waiting 11 minutes now. I'm not going to talk until we get a corner.
Oh, hopefully we don't get a corner for a while then. Viv says, yeah, that was the first meeting between the two countries since 1956.
Good knowledge. Yeah. I spoke. Excellent knowledge. They got a corner here. So I am looking at Australia to win 2-0, but I would imagine that's short. You're looking at 2 or 3-0 for Australia. I mean, we've played 60 minutes. I don't think India will capitulate, but there's fitness levels, there's quality levels, and there's goalkeeper as well. More tempting bowling this. Goalkeeper Gurpreet came out, bowled everybody over from the corner, got nowhere near the ball, headed over the crossbar by Australia. If that header was in and the goalkeeper's hurt himself, if that was a header on target, that was a 2-0 scoreline for Australia right there. Look at the goalkeeper. Comes in. If I'm not going to take the ball, I'll take the player. Takes them all out. Look, bosh.
Koki said there should be a corner in the next 5 minutes. Come on. Koki's feeling positive.
There will be one in the first half.
Navidar thinks Fulham's going to win. Chelsea are having a lot more of the ball in the right areas at the moment, Navidar. That's all I'd say.
They're a bit predictable, Chelsea. Give the ball to Sterling and run towards the penalty area. As I said, they're a little bit one-dimensional.
I'd quite like Fulham not to score today because that'll mean I get a clean sheet point for one of my defenders. But it's not all about me.
I don't think it's fair if a lot of your players in the FPL have disappeared to play the AFCON or, in certain cases, the Asian Cup, and you've suddenly lost 4 players, but you're only allowed to make 2 substitutions.
Should have planned ahead. I did. It's called management. That's why you are. It's about football management, isn't it?
You have dropped, haven't you?
Slightly. I've got about £12 million in reserve at the minute. I've got a very...
You best spend it, sunshine.
Got a very poor
I'm not too far behind you.
I'm going to bring Haaland back in, I think.
He's out for today. He could be out for a while.
They've got a double game week coming up, though, in about 4 weeks. I'm going to bring him in for that.
I need to have a look at my team and see how far behind you I am.
A long way. I had to really search for you the other day. I actually had to get in consultant and said, can you just spare me 3 hours to
So
scroll down?
where are you in the FPL league?
I don't know, Gav. I'm in it.
Oh, you're in it. That's all right then.
I'm currently 72nd.
Well, I'm only 101.
That's you miles behind me.
I'm not that far behind, am I?
That's another page back.
You up towards the top.
Yeah, and
You will drop like a stone.
and I'll be up there again.
You've done a Leeds United from last year. Started well and then
I don't think
absolutely flopped.
I don't think you've got any grounds to talk.
What?
You've been below me all the way through this season.
Yeah, but you're making it look like you're number 2 in the league. I am literally 60 points behind you. 60.
It's a lot, isn't it?
60.
It's a lot of points, that. I remember 2 seasons ago, Gav, you were about 120 points ahead of me, and you said, if you catch me, James, I will give you £1,000. Yay!
Thank you, Tete.
Marvellous.
Thank you. Show me 2 people in England celebrating a corner better than that. Between Chelsea and Fulham.
I really don't think you can. I don't think you'll fight. You'll have to look a long way.
There we are. Right, so when Matteo says go, 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 just put your name, your username in the... I love that Navidot said marvellous. That is marvellous. My captain, by the way, for today, I've been asked about my FPL. When Matteo puts go, go, go in the chat, just put your username, your sportsbet.io username, and we'll pull 2 people out at random. My captain this week is...
I've made a mistake this week.
Bless you. I'm going to pile on that one. My captain is Cole Palmer.
He's doing well so far, isn't he?
He's great.
Since you put him in, he's done nothing.
My midfield is great, though. Foden, Kulusevski, Palmer and Saka.
I've got Chara from Brahe still typing. I've got a few others still typing as well. So we'll give you a few seconds more to get your usernames into the chat. And then Matteo will put stop, and then anything in between will go into the draw.
I'll do the draw, by the way, by the random wheel that I've got on my computer.
Your random wheel's rubbish. I've got a random number generator. Your wheel takes ages.
No, it doesn't.
It does. We could go out for a coffee while your wheel's spinning.
Oh. Descent in the ranks.
Oh, look at his little face. I've upset him because I've criticised his wheel.
Descent in the ranks. I like my little wheel.
Oh. We'll let you do the
wheel.
wheel.
Hang on a minute then. Right. Oh, my Lord, there's so many.
There's a lot of entries.
There's a lot of entries. Yeah. All right, bless you. Here
comes Sterling down the left. Although I think somebody's offside there, so there's nothing doing on that occasion. Gav's got to count above 10 here. Don't shout numbers out, James. Don't put him off. 23, 27, 9, 4, 2, 6, 9, 10, 11, 14, 72. He's concentrating. Look at that face. He's deep and concentrated.
I can't talk and concentrate at the same time.
Joseph says 24. He's done it for you.
Yeah, there is. Okay. I can't think and talk at the same time.
Right, so we've got 24 going.
Are you ready?
24 onto your wheel. First number is...
We're finding out.
This is where the wheels...
Oh, chance for Fulham! Oh, Super
save.
saves it
Good
off the
save.
line. That's an
save.
incredible save. They are having a go here. First winner, by the way, is... Here we go. I've got to count again.
You're watching a grown man counting
Pete.
on Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io.
I've said Pete so many times. I got Pete Tourette's.
Was it Pete, the one?
Yeah, Pete.
Oh, good.
Pete, where you? I've not. Pete's new to the chat. Where's Pete from?
Yeah, where is Pete from?
Where's Pete from?
Hello, Pete.
Hello, Pete.
It's usually from the ground, isn't it? You dig it up and put it into bags in the garden centre.
Only if you're with a guy called Doug.
What's the second winner?
That deserved more than just a quick chuckle.
No, it didn't.
It did.
It didn't. Really didn't.
It did. It really did.
Needed tumbleweed.
Right.
I've got a tumbleweed thing. Matteo, we can put across the screen.
So Pete's won. I need to know where Pete's from. Oh, it's just flicked over. So this is going to be... It's Vivek, but it was nearly genetics. It was almost genetics.
Oh, genetics.
But it's Vivek.
That's so cruel.
Genetics. It literally just went... It went genetics. Viv.
Well played, Pete and Viv. You're the first 2 winners this afternoon. There will be another spot giveaway in a few moments' time, I guess. What are we going to go for next?
Pete's from Italy.
Oh, nice one.
Where in Italy?
Buongiorno.
Way Mambo Italiano. Just let us know
That
where
isn't
in Italy.
Italian.
Where are you from, Pete? In Italy. Don't give us your actual address.
Robert
Just give us
De Niro's waiting,
Stop
talking Italian.
So I need to know where Pete is from. I'm going to give you as well in 2 minutes.
I think he's from Naples.
Okay, next free bet in 3 minutes. I'll tell you in minute 31. Minute 31.
Referee to fall down. Referee to fall over.
So there we are. Well done, everybody.
VAR check.
That might not be a bad one, actually.
Matteo to turn his cap the right way around.
No, that's never going to happen. It's like he's 17.
Honestly, Matteo behind the glass there.
Hey.
He's just like...
Hey.
He's actually 83, but he's kind of dressed like a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
I don't think we're going to get a goal in the first half. I'm looking pretty good for me draw Chelsea at the moment.
So it's going your way, isn't it? It is going your way.
So Chelsea...
Coventry-Leicester still 0-0 as well.
I know. So let me just have a quick look.
Ignacio against Skenderbau's 0-0 in Albania.
The only goal we've had is Australia. So Chelsea at home have not exactly been big goal scorers in the first half, certainly from experience, because obviously I saw that against Sheffield United actually in person. So against Crystal Palace, they did score after 13. First goal came after 54 minutes against Sheffield United. Brighton scored after 17. Manchester City scored after 29. So it's a little bit hit and miss. Before that, they lost at home to Brentford, didn't score at all. So it's a little bit hit and miss, really. They've scored more goals first half recently than not. But you just get a sense that this game is... There's a chance there for Chelsea, shot is blocked. You just get a sense of this game, it's just lacking. It's just... It's not even bubbling along. It's just a game that's happening that's not really getting people out of their seat. I sat there, by the way, where it says Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah.
I sat just above that on the
okay.
right-hand side. So that's the view I had.
That's a decent enough view.
Yeah, it is. This game is just... Nothing's happening at the moment. So I think second half, it's got to be much better, because let's be honest, it can't be much worse. For all the possession that Chelsea have had... Ball through to Mudryk, couldn't control it, just had cleared by Fulham. Fulham looked a lot better away at Liverpool. It was almost like, because it's a cup game and we're expected to lose this, we can just go and have a go at Liverpool. Whereas this one, because it's Premier League in its points and it's a local derby, Fulham don't seem to be as expansive. They're just sat back and going, right, we're just going to try and get through to half-time. Damn his limitation already.
Pizza Barry.
Oh, I've never been.
Barry Island, that's in Wales, isn't it?
That is.
Yeah. Oh, Pete. Nice one, Petey. And we've got Genetic says that's okay, because he was just on the cusp. He says that's okay. Viv is the bro, so he's happy for Viv. And Charles says he's now going to go to sleep. You go to sleep. Viv's asking me whether I'm going to buy Ancestry.com. We were talking about our heritages last night.
The next time the Chelsea goalkeeper touches the ball.
Ooh, blimey.
Any time the Chelsea... Ooh, blimey. That's like with my granddad. It's the next time the Chelsea goalkeeper touches the ball is the next time we get a free bet.
It's 3 minutes past 1.
Imagine if he never touches the ball for the rest of the game.
There is that potential. There is that potential, Gav.
Barry looks gorgeous, by the way. I've just Googled it. Oh, man,
so
look at that.
When we get the Clubhouse TV Winnebago, are we going to go to... We're going to go to Salerno.
Yeah, Salerno.
And then we'll go to Bari.
We've got to watch Salernitana play football, and then we're going to... I think Bari is the complete opposite side of Italy, by the way.
Well, we can drive.
We can, yeah.
That looks nice, that BT.
It looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
Look at that, the kind of walkway alongside the sea. It's beautiful.
It's a bit chilly today. Highs of just 9.
Yeah, it's better as woman here.
Highs of 17 on Monday, so we'll be over for Monday where it's nice and warm.
Oh.
Right, here's my bets across all
We're just going to crop up, Pete, and basically just knock on your door.
We'll hand deliver your free bet to you.
Yeah. Hey. And we're staying for a week.
Draw Chelsea. So draw Chelsea is still a play, half-time, full-time. We put it up at 4. It is now draw Chelsea 2.5.
I've got a funny feeling Chelsea are going to score before half-time.
That's still the fear, but we've got about 10 minutes left.
Then They're having a lot of the ball in the final third here, Gav. They haven't actually done anything yet, but they just need one chance, don't they?
Aside from a 5-10 minute spell for Fulham, this is what the game has been. They had a lot of possession against Sheffield United. Sheffield United just... If you've got a low block and you're just difficult to break down, then Chelsea struggle to break you down.
You see where the ball is, Gav? There. The Fulham keeper, the Chelsea keeper's all the way up here.
I know. That's why I chose it.
A long way away. Oh, here come Fulham. Come on, get it to the keeper. Does he have to save or just touch it?
Touch it.
Here we go. Oh, pass it back to him, man. Oh, what are you doing?
That's hilarious.
Why have you shown skill at the back?
That's hilarious.
Why have you shown skill at the back? Just pass it back.
I expected that to be passed back.
Oh.
99 times out of 100, that is passed back to the goalkeeper.
You were within a whisker there of getting another free bet opportunity.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh,
that's so funny.
It was easier to pass it back than what he did.
I expected Petrovic to be kicking that clear. Ball in. Keeper claims for Fulham. So Leno's got the ball.
Kick it a long way so it goes all the way through to the keeper. No, he's not done that either.
Got a game that's just kicked off in Spain, where Las Palmas are taking on Villarreal. Las Palmas are 10th, Villarreal are 14th. There's four teams, 4 places separating these two sides, and about 6 points as well. Home side's home form is a little bit indifferent.
Australia 2-0, by the way.
There we are, 2-0. Could be a third. That's game done and dusted. Villarreal away from home. Just go for goals in this one. Las Palmas, not really trustworthy. They only lost 2-1 at home to Barcelona last time out. Villarreal have lost 3-1 at Valencia. It's a bit of a derby, that. Real Madrid beat them 4-1. They lost 3-1 at Atletico Madrid. So Villarreal's away form is pretty stinky, but they played some big dogs, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and Valencia. So I would say just go for goals and both teams scoring this game.
Come on. Fulham's got the ball to the byline. Cross it into the keeper. Is that a corner to Fulham?
It's going to be a corner to Fulham.
Corner to Fulham. So if he floats this in and the keeper comes out and grabs it, free bet lands.
That's a good goal from Australia, by the way. Played it back post and
I reckon I could have finished that.
Put in there. I think you could have done as well. It is a goal for Boss. So Jordan Boss, 21 years of age, has scored for Australia.
You'd call him Hugo if he was your boy, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would say both teams scored, by the way. He's at 1.64, over 2.5 goals. Go for goals between Las Palmas and Villarreal.
Take the short corner.
Keeper could save the...
Come on. Keeper. Oh, he's let it go past.
Yeah, but normally keeper's going to touch it because he's going to take a goal kick.
Oh, that's out of the field of play.
No, it's going to be in the field of play, though, when he kicks it. Don't matter. Keeper's touched it. That's fine.
He hasn't touched it yet. Not on our screens. Not touched it yet. He's touched it now.
Funny thing is,
we didn't see it.
We just
so it doesn't. If you don't see it, it doesn't count.
We just assumed he did.
He must have done.
He must have touched it. Goalkeeper for Chelsea must have touched it.
So congratulations, creatures.
If there's a winner between Las Palmas and Villarreal, Las Palmas 2.66. Me personally, both teams score and just over 2.5 goals at 1.76. Play it a little bit safe between Las Palmas and Villarreal because both sides' form is a little bit stinky. Yeah.
Question for you, Gav.
Yes.
If they've already won, can they win again?
Yes.
Enter again.
That's the whole point.
Enter again, PT.
Yep. You this way of doing it, you have a chance of winning the bets twice. Just elsewhere as well, still fancy goals in the game in the Championship between Coventry City and Leicester, and still fancy over 2.5 goals. At the moment, it's two teams in good form, basically cancelling each other out, but generally always goals when these teams play because they're in good form, and good form means goals and a number of them. I think over 2 goals at 2.3 in the Asian total is pretty good between Coventry and Leicester City. Good teams always tend to find a way as well, so I still fancy Leicester at 2.52.
Stop talking, I'm going to give away another free bet. Put go in the chat, Matteo. Put it in. Let's get some sportsbet.io usernames. That's all we need. There's no answers required. Go, and then we will draw out 2 winners. 2 more winners.
There we are. Now, obviously, it's the wheel and the selection process is purely random. But I wouldn't like to be number 1 all the time. I'd just hold off a couple of minutes and come in at number 8 or 9. It makes no difference because you've got the same chance. But for some reason, you just think, why?
Yeah. It's like in the National Lottery. 49 balls, aren't there? you're just as likely to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 come out as winners as you are whatever.
Yes,
you'd
but
never
if you-
pick.
but-
You'd never pick
But
them,
you
would
never
you?
pick 1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5,
you'd never
6.
pick them.
No.
Exactly the same probability. Crazy.
The 4's looking good, isn't it? Australia 2-0, by the way. I could look at Australia now 3-0. I said 2-0 could be a play. Could be now looking at 3-0. So we've got China to Tajikistan coming up later on, and then Uzbekistan and the Syrian Arab Republic. Tomorrow it's Japan, Vietnam, United Arab Emirates taking on Hong Kong. Iran are taking on Palestine as well tomorrow. I love the Asian Cup. Indonesia, Iraq, Malaysia, Jordan, Thailand, Kyrgyzstan, Saudi Arabia, Oman, all taking part. Australia are next in action in about 5 days' time, taking on Syria. I do fancy 3-0 Australia. And if you go that for a correct score, 3-0 is 2.8.
Willian's just had treatment. He's back up on his hind legs and walking away.
Former Chelsea player, of
We're
course.
coming towards, coming up to the kind of 40-minute mark in this game. And we need a stopping, don't we now? So stop, and we'll do the draw for the next 2 winners of the free bets.
Oh, my Lord. Hang on a minute.
Who's
then.
that fella?
No idea. Right. Let me count again.
Mateo's got a very strange photo gallery on his phone.
You of all people. You of all people.
Mateo's saying, don't speak about my phone. Don't speak about my phone. Gav's counting again. 3, 7, 10, 14, 26.
It's fine. I'll just delay this all day long. the public will turn on you because you're delaying them winning
They
a
would
free
never
bet.
turn on
They
me.
absolutely would.
They wouldn't turn on me.
Hashtag Burn James. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Where they wanted to tie you up?
And roast marshmallows on me.
That's right. God, that's a weird image, isn't it? That's something you don't want on a Saturday.
Here come Fulham down the right. Can they get the ball in? Not on this occasion. Forced a bit wider on that time. So still 0-0 in the game between Fulham and Chelsea. Coventry 0, Leicester 0, Las Palmas 0, Villarreal 0, Ignacia 0, Skenderbau 0, and only Australia are scoring goals 2-0 against India. Other matches around the world. Let us know if there's anything else you'd like to talk about. We will have a look at the stats, etc., and the form to see if we can steer you in the right direction in terms of winning bets today. And you're watching Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io, the world's most fantabulous Bitcoin sportsbook. Corner for Fulham on this near side. Can they get something on the end of this one? Ball played in. Terrible corner. Can't beat the first man. Dreadful. I could have taken a better corner
I've
than that.
always said I'm going to do the draw shortly. I've always said that we have in football where we celebrate the best. Las Palmas score against Villarreal. Said both teams score over 2.5 goals. Las Palmas 1, Villarreal 0. We've got a goal in Spain. We celebrate the best in football. I think we should have the Clubhouse TV Awards for the worst in football.
Yeah.
Where we celebrate the worst corner.
The top
The
5.
worst penalty.
Top 5 worst corners of the season.
I think they're so much more fun to
Las
look at.
Palmas 1, Villarreal 0. We got another goal, everybody. Hurrah.
Just said that. Right, are you ready for the draw?
They're all celebrating the fact that Mateo's a goat, apparently.
Remember...
he does go meh a lot.
remember, if you have won before, you can win again.
Yes.
The draw is about to be made now. Here we go for
He's
the first winner.
He's
of the
spinning this
second.
really slow wheel again.
This is going to be...
Penalty to Leicester, by the way, in the Championship at the end of the first half.
Oh.
Well played, O.
There we are.
Well played, O.
Oh, you are a winner.
Third winner this
So
afternoon.
well done.
Who's going to be the fourth, Gav? Who's going to be the fourth?
Did you say it's going to be a winner for... a penalty for Leicester?
Penalty for Leicester, yes.
Bobby Thomas has been... I think I know that this is going to be... Koki.
So, the Okie Koki. It's kind of
Koki.
winners together.
Yeah.
So O says, yay, thank you. And Koki, you're the other winner. So, winners 3 and 4 this afternoon. Another spot bet opportunity coming up very, very shortly. But Leicester have a penalty to take the lead just before half-time against Coventry.
Corner for Fulham.
All is
Starting
on the
to
spot.
ask 1 or 2 questions. The draw, Chelsea's looking pretty good. We nailed the first half here, said it could be nothing happening. It's going to be... what's his name? For
Dewsbury Hall, isn't it?
Dewsbury Hall, that's it. Sounds like a place where you get married.
Yeah.
Dewsbury Hall is about to take the penalty.
Had a very
Leicester.
nice afternoon at Dewsbury Hall the other day, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
Dewsbury Hall said there could be goals in this one. Coventry 0, Leicester City 0. Not anymore. Coventry 0, Leicester City 1. Goalkeeper dives to his left.
It.
Dewsbury Hall puts it to his right, and it is Coventry 0, Leicester City 1. And that means at the top of the Championship table, as it stands at the moment, they move 13 points clear.
They are over the hill and far away. There's no bringing Leicester back in it.
Leeds.
The likes of Ipswich, Southampton and Leeds are fighting for second.
Yes. Leeds are fourth and are now 20 points behind Leicester.
Long way.
They're
a long way away.
Yeah. Leicester, by the way, are going to break records this season in the Championship for having the most wins, most points. Maybe not the most goals, but they're going to have... I mean, do you know what? That could be a red card as well. That should have been a red card.
Lost 3 games this season, Leicester. Do you know who's beaten them? Name one of the teams that's beaten them.
Hull did, didn't they?
And...
I would imagine Leeds did.
Yeah, Leeds did, yeah. Leeds beat Ipswich as well.
Yeah, Leeds are a funny side though, aren't they? Because you'll beat good teams and then you'll lose to Preston.
What's happening with Leeds? Teams like Leicester and Ipswich take on Leeds and try and play football against Leeds because they think they're good. And Leeds are good against teams that try and play football against them. The likes of Rotherham, who rock up just to basically muscle their way through the match. Leeds can't work out how to get around those teams yet. 2 minutes of added time at Stamford Bridge and yet to get a goal in the Premier League today. So tell us how you're betting on this game. Tell us how you're betting on anything. Let us know on the Telegram chat and we will cheer your bets along as well as ours inside the studio. 5 corners, says Chi. Interesting. I need 5 more. Got every chance with that, Chi. I think that's a decent enough bet, I think. It was a slow start with the corners, but they've started to come, haven't they? And how would you describe Chelsea versus Fulham with a GIF?
Yeah. Genetics for the old favourite.
That is top of genetics gift list, isn't it?
So, yeah,
he reaches that far too quickly.
Here's a chance for Fulham. I really don't need a goal in the first half. This is really going to annoy me now if we get a goal right at the end of the first half because I'm on draw Chelsea, which I put up and shared at 4. So I'm technically on a 4 at the moment.
How many? I'd go another goal in this for Australia. You know.
Yeah, well, I looked at 3-0. I thought 3-0 would have been fair.
Or nearly then. It was nearly cut back and nearly to 2.1 now. If you fancy over 2.5 goals in the India-Australia game in the Asian Cup. So plenty of bets to be held out there. There's some good gifts coming in. Viv's gone with Sam Allardyce going.
Yeah. It's not been brilliant. I'm trying to work out where we are in terms of first half, second half at the moment and where goals are generally scored.
What's the next spot bet we need?
I'm going to tell you as the half-time whistle blows. Chance for Chelsea! Chance for Chelsea! Oh, it's going to be a dive! It's a penalty!
It's a penalty to Chelsea.
Oh, he's going to scup at me 4!
Now, we're going to...
I think
we need to see the replay of this one because he's not... Raheem Sterling is renowned for diving.
I think this is a dive.
He went down very easily.
But Diop is not arguing. Oh, he's cut inside, and look at the daddy long legs of Diop come charging in there. Did he connect? Oh, it's a penalty.
He's brushed his foot, hasn't he?
Is it wrong that I want Chelsea to miss this because this is good? I can't believe.
I heard a referee talking the other day saying that contact in itself should not mean a foul. And that was the faintest of touches on
Oh, I've got Cole Palmer as my captain. I'm in such a world of weirdness at the moment. I need Cole Palmer to score this because I have him as my
he's in
FPL
my team
captain.
as well. He's in my team too.
He's my captain. But I also want him to miss it because I've got a 4 for draw Chelsea.
You'd get minus points though, wouldn't you? Double minus points.
Oh, I'm going to lose out some way, shape or form here. This is not fair.
I want the points in my fantasy team. I want him to score.
But I want me bet to land at 4.
It's not all about you. It's about me. It's not about you. It's about me.
And then if he misses it, I'll be annoyed he misses it. Leicester have had a player sent off against Coventry as well. It's all happening.
So it's Cole Palmer. Can he score? I think he's going to. 4th minute of added time. And Chelsea look as if they're going to go ahead just before the break. It really is the stroke of half-time. Steps up, left-footed, smashes it into the bottom right-hand corner. And Cole Palmer, Gav's captain, scores the first goal in the Premier League this afternoon.
Well, that kind of sums it up. Go on, press it again. Press it again.
I'll press a different one. So 1-0 to Chelsea, Gav. 1-0 to Chelsea.
I think our buttons fell asleep watching Chelsea against Fulham. It's the last kick of the... I mean, that's an evil laughter. I mean, you draw Chelsea at 4 and they score in minute 49 or 48 when there's only 2 minutes of time added on at the end of the first half.
Oh.
I mean, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck. Yeah. But Cole Palmer is my captain in my FPL side, so you can have that.
So we do get goals. Got a goal for Leicester, we've got a goal for Chelsea. And so Leicester's Gav says down to 10 as well. We got a goal for Las Palmas against Villarreal. But still nothing between Ignacia and Skenderbao, the match that everybody's talking about in Albania.
Yeah, Fatarou's also been sent off for Leicester. So within minute 44, Dewsbury Hall put Leicester 1-0 up. And minute 47, Fatarou, whose big things expected of him, has been sent off.
I never got to tell you why I've made a mistake with my fantasy team, did I? Because something happened.
No, what happened?
I put my 11 in that I was happy with, put all the people that are injured on the bench, but forgot to change the captain. And in my moving people around, it defaulted to Ben White at the back for Arsenal. So he's my captain this week.
No, I didn't know who my captain is, by the way.
Ben White? Huh? He's that man there, isn't it? The man that's got on the screen.
12 points.
As he walks off.
12 points so far.
Cole Palmer scored. He's having a very good season. I saw a thing that he'd done some interviews ahead of this game, and he said that when he was at Man City, he went to Pep and said, "Can I go out on loan? I'm not getting enough game time at Man City. Don't necessarily want to leave, but I just would like to go out on loan so I can get some matches under my belt." And Pep says, "No, we're not sending you out on loan. You either stay here or we sell you." He says, "Well, sell me then." And that's what they did. And Chelsea have benefited. So goal for Chelsea, 1-0. The prices obviously have changed in that match as a result of that goal just before the break. 1.27 now if you fancy Chelsea. 5.2 if you fancy the tie. 16.5 if you fancy Fulham. Is there any way back for Fulham, Gav?
I don't think so. Chelsea keep a clean sheet. Yes, at 1.75 seems fair. What has Petrovic had to do in goal? To win the second half, Chelsea 2.24. I think that's absolutely fair as well. I could still be looking at Chelsea 2-0.
Matteo in the other room. Sorry, do you got something else to say?
I've got to. We'll put up right on the kickoff of what our next on the spot free bet is.
Everton take on Aston Villa tomorrow. Here's the preview of that one.
Another Premier League preview to put your way. Everton-Aston Villa, one of the oldest games in English football. 2.82 for Everton. The draw is 3.5. Aston Villa are 2.46. Paul Robinson and Neil Mellor looking at this one. The 2 o'clock kickoff on Sunday. Aston Villa, Paul Robinson. I think we mentioned last time how disappointed we were with the way that they played, particularly the second half against Manchester United. But they'll be looking forward to this, won't they? Everton they've completely turned form again.
Yeah, I mean, Everton's dip in form. They'll be boosted by the overturning of the red card of Calvert-Lewin, but they haven't scored for 2 games, Everton. They have those 4 fantastic wins, which wiped out that 10-point margin, and we discussed it, didn't we? We said, is there a few of them that feel that that's it, job done? And results and performances since then. I mean, they went away to Spurs, and let's be completely honest, they got beat, but they deserved something from that game. They certainly deserved a point, if not a little bit more, the way that they played. He's got them playing for them. For him, Sean Dyche, I think he's the perfect manager in this situation. They've only drawn twice this season, Everton. Their away form's been better than the home form at Goodison. And I think with Villa going there, Villa are just, there's that little bit of expectancy around Villa now, isn't there? I mean, nobody expected them to be potentially in a title challenging position. Are they realistically or not? League would suggest they are. Common sense would probably say they're not. They're in a top 4 battle. But now expectation is there for them. They're in the position they are because the results have gone their way. They've been performing particularly well. And the expectation and the pressure for them to stay there is more than it was. It's not going to be an easy place going to Goodison. Everton don't score that many. but also he likes to keep a clean sheets. Does Sean? But Villa going there. I mean, looking at the record, Ollie Watkins loves going to Everton. 5 goal contributions in the last 7 versus Everton. They had a decent performance last time out against Burnley that you would expect them to win. Winning the FA Cup at Borough, which we saw Chelsea go there and struggle in the League Cup. So, the signs are coming back after a poor second half display at Old Trafford, which the manager would be very disappointed about after taking a 2-goal lead.
I didn't quite know how one-sided this had been in the last few games. 9 games between Everton and Villa in the Premier League, and it's 7 wins for Villa, 2 draws, unbeaten in 9. Yeah, we won't mention bogey teams. Fulham against Chelsea is probably bogey team number 1. But it's one of those. It should be a good game of football, this, shouldn't it? The way both teams. It's a bit of a contrast. Yeah,
I mean, Everton aren't informed. They have lost the last 3 Premier League games, but at home they've beaten Chelsea and Newcastle, which were good wins. Obviously beaten at City the last home one. So 1-2 of the last 3. And this will be a really tough game for Villa. I do think that a lot's being made about Aston Villa away from home this season. I think they've won 2 of the last 4 games, but they've conceded more goals than they've scored away from home, and that is a problem for Aston Villa. That's something that they need to turn around to get it the other way if they are going to be in a top 4 battle. They are not in a title race. I will not talk about that until April. But yeah, they are maybe still in a top 4 race. Tough game for them. I think Everton gets something from this game. I really do believe that. Like you say, a little quiz question for you both. Everton haven't beaten Aston Villa at home for 9 years. So like you say, it has been sort of a bogey team travelling to Goodison. 4-0 was the scoreline. I want to know the goal scorers for Everton that day. The last time they beat Villa, it was 4-0. And your clue is both players went on to 2015. 15. Both players went on to play for Chelsea. So it was 4-0. 2 players got 2 goals each for Everton. Both went on to play.
Ross Barkley.
Both. No, too easy the clue, wasn't it?
It's too easy. You rolled it in there. No. It's a good layup. It's a cushioned header for us there. That's what that was.
Long time, But I'm on Everton to get something from this game. So I don't think they'll win. I'm more on the draw. So Everton not to lose the game for me.
That draw at 3.5 might be a bit of a standout, Paul, because you look at Villa's away form, as we mentioned, and was 4 wins, 2 draws, 4 defeats. They need to improve that. It looks a little bit like Newcastle last season, and Newcastle did get in the top 4 in the end, but it was the away form that just meant that they weren't involved in a title race last season.
Yeah, the away form and the performances at home, the recent draw with Sheffield United as well. That probably set a few alarm bells ringing. That's something that needs to be addressed. They need to continue playing the way they are and winning at home. Obviously, getting results on the road, but picking up points on the road. I mean, I don't expect goals in this one, Dave. I really don't. I'm looking at Everton. They've scored 11 at home this season and conceded 12. So I fancy the unders in the goals. Quite like a draw. I think Villa will go there. It's a game that neither team will want to lose. Quite fancy a draw, but fancy the unders on the goals. I go under 2.5 goals and potentially a draw in this.
Okay, let's build that one up then if you like. Oh, it's not going to let me. But let me build that bet. No, well, you can build it. The draw is 3.5. Under 2.5 goals is, let's find it on the handicap, is, let's see, 2.16. So something to build there, particularly with the way the Villa, you might get something because I think the traders will think the Villa will be scoring a couple of goals here, the way that they've shown this season. But we're in that strange period just after Christmas, just after the FA Cup, and we'll see what both of these sides can provide. Oh, go on then.
Goal scorer, just quickly. Paul's mate, who he loves to mention in every podcast, Jack Harrison. He's got 1 in 15 for Everton, and he scored in the last home game, so maybe he gets back-to-back goals at home for Everton.
Unless he's a 1 in 15 man. But that's 4 for Jack Harrison anytime in this game. That's Everton against Aston Villa. Him and Dwight McNeil have actually they give Everton some good width, don't they? And just attacking support really, because the last few seasons it's all been about trying to get Calvert-Lewin fit, and if he's not there, then there's no one to get on the end of anything.
Well, the way that they play, they give him the defensive support as well. They go both ways, which is what Sean Dyche demands of his team. Yes, they're a good attacking threat. They work hard going forward, but they also put in the same shift going the other way and support their fullbacks and double up on the attacking players, which is what he demands of his team.
Okay, well, we'll see if they can get something out of Everton, Aston Villa on Sunday, 2 o'clock kickoff in the Premier League. It is time for the score predictions as we head into 2024. Paul Robinson, Neil Mellor, just preparing themselves, girding themselves. Oh, bit of a stretch. That's nice. Don't put yourself out there. So we've got these 5 games to look ahead to this weekend. We're going to start with the Friday night game. It's the one you've all been waiting for. It's Burnley versus Luton. Burnley versus... and we've not gone too in-depth on this one. But, Paul, your old side, showing a bit of spark about them. 1.96 to go and win at home against Luton. 3.85 Luton, 3.65 the draw. What's your feelings on Burnley Luton?
A bit of spark about them. When have you watched them? I
scored a goal. Come on.
I don't see it, and especially not at home. Use my favourite phrase, the sleepwalking towards relegation. They've won 1 in 10 at home, which is an all-time Premier League low for the first 10 games. And that's not form that's going to keep you in the Premier League. While Foster's back, him and Amdouni present a goal threat. They're good at what they do, but I just don't think they're good enough to be in the Premier League with the side that they've got. I think Luton have got better players in Doherty, in Adebayo. I think they've got goals in that team. And I think Luton will go there and cause them a problem. Listen, you look at it, it's a championship game. It's not going to be one of the Premier League highlights. It's not going to be a Premier League classic. Burnley are not good at home, don't score enough goals. I can see Luton going there and doing a job on them.
What's the score?
Oh, let's go. Give Burnley a goal. 2-1 Luton. Hard fought 2-1 Luton.
2-1 Luton. Luton not really... Well, they've had a couple of wins, haven't they, Neil? They beat Newcastle. They won away at Sheffield United. That was a big win for them. A draw against Bolton in the Cup, 0-0. Again, you could say unlucky. Came back against Chelsea. They really do have something about them, but they need to turn those performances into more points.
Yeah, the incentive for Luton is they can get out of the bottom 3 with a victory. I think that the thing for Burnley is they're aware that the gap is already in quite a big gap to Luton. They can't afford that to get any bigger, so it's sort of a must-not-lose game. They've turned Luton over already this season, and I think they will again. I'm going to go against form. I know Burnley have lost the last couple. Luton have won 2 of the last 3 games. I'm going to go for a home victory because it's a massive one for Burnley. They've beaten Sheffield United already at home, and maybe they beat the other promoted team, Luton. I'm going for 2-1 for Burnley.
2-1 Burnley. Right, okay, we'll move into Saturday's games with you, Neil. Chelsea-Fulham.
I'm going against Fulham again. Chelsea have won 3 in a row at home. Fulham have lost 4 away in a row in the Premier League. I'm going to go for a draw. I think Fulham get something. I think they'll be compact. I think they'll frustrate Chelsea. Chelsea is so unpredictable. Can't really trust them. So 1-1 for me.
1-1 for Neil. What are you saying, Paul?
Going with history. Fulham's record at the Bridge, awful. You know, they've not won there for a very long time. Chelsea showing shoots of recovery as they do, go around the corner and come back. But home banker, simply due to the fact of history in this fixture, 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea is 8.25. 1-1 is 8. The actual prices there. On to the next game, which is Newcastle against Manchester City, Paul.
3-1 City. Tough game for them. I think they've just got enough pace and power. Give Newcastle a goal with Isak on the shoulder, especially at home. 3-1 City. 3-1
City is 11. Neil?
Yeah, Newcastle have won 7 of the last 8 home games. City have lost 1 of the last 11 away. Don't do clean sheets. I think City nick it. I'm going to go for a close game, but City to win 2-1.
2-1 Man City. That's 7.75. Only Liverpool win at Newcastle. To Sunday, Everton Villa. Neil?
Everton, 3 Premier League defeats in a row. Aston Villa 1 away clean sheet this season. I think both teams will score and Everton will not lose this game. Villa have conceded more than they've scored away from home. I think Everton get a draw. 1-1.
1-1 draw is 7. Paul?
Tough is just to nick it. I think like Neil, it'll be close. But I think Everton will be tough, resilient. Villa have got the pace. But I need to start coming back in these score predictions. I had draw written down, but I'm going to go home win 2-1.
2-1 is 9.25. And the last of this shortened weekend is Manchester United at home to Tottenham, Paul.
I think we're in for a cracker. I think there's both teams that will score. Both teams susceptible defensively. I'm going to go 3-2 to Tottenham.
3-2. There's your Sunday tea time. That's 3-2. Tottenham is 20. What a way to finish. I might give you an extra point for that if that comes in. I might do. We'll see. Neil?
Yeah, I like the sound of that. Goals, yeah. But United at home are better than Tottenham away in recent weeks. I think they've won 4 of the last 5. at home United. So I'm going to go for United to nick it. I know Tottenham had a boost with a couple of new signings, but United to win this one 2-1.
United 2-1 is 8.75. We need to discuss whether this continues into next week or whether we class this as a full week. The battle commences on WhatsApp as to whether this is a full winning week. We'll see how that goes. Good luck with your selections on the score predictions, and good luck this weekend to you all out there with your bets on sportsbet.io.
Covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League, live as they happen. This is Clubhouse TV.
And a very warm welcome back, everybody. Good to have you with us this Saturday. Although you haven't got me yet, it's not come back enough. There we go. There you are. You can see me now. And we are back with you for the second half of Chelsea against Fulham. Chelsea 1, Fulham 0 at the break. It's Coventry 0, Leicester 1 at their half-time as well. Las Palmas 1-0 up against Villarreal. Ignacio against Skenderbao, still goalless in Albania. It's James and Gav with you this Saturday afternoon. And we have a little break after this game. Once we get full time in Chelsea-Fulham, there's about 3 hours before the next game starts. So we're all going to go on a little road trip, going to go and find some food, and we'll come back and join you for the later game. So we'll allow you to go off and do something else, as long as you promise you come back for Newcastle against Manchester City, which kicks off at 5:30 this afternoon in the Premier League. It's kind of this winter break thing where they've got fixtures, but quite less than usual as we go through this week and next week. But Gav P, Chelsea 1, Fulham 0. Do we see anything for Fulham? What's the spot bet?
I'll come back to that in a second. I'm just going to analyse this game. I'm just seeing what kind of a response we're going to get from Fulham.
I've just seen what Mateo's put on the Telegram chat.
This is why I'm always on edge when you suddenly laugh out of nowhere. So Fulham are 16th. If you take first halves, Fulham are 16th in the Premier League for first half results. Second half, they are 12th. Fulham have won 3 first halves this season. They've won 8 second halves. So they are a much better second half team. They've scored 17 goals in the second halves so far this season. They've scored 11 in the first half. So Fulham generally are always a bit of a second half team. Chelsea, to my knowledge, there is no greater gap between first half and second half than Chelsea. Chelsea, first half results, 6th in the table. Second half results, Chelsea, 16th. There's a massive drop-off for Chelsea in the second halves sometimes. Chelsea have scored 17 goals in the first half. Chelsea, second half, also 17. But they've lost a lot more second halves. They've conceded a lot more goals in the second half. There is hope here for Fulham, but only if Fulham come out and go, we're going to have a go here, because they didn't really have a go in the first half.
Didn't see anything from Fulham in the first half. Yeah, nothing.
What did Petrovic
He
do?
wore his green socks nicely.
Yes.
I'd say you can give him that.
So my gut instinct says I'm not expecting a fully different Fulham side in the second half. I also expect probably a better Chelsea side. I think it's one of those games where you go, let's be honest, aside from a penalty right at the end of the first half, this is 0-0 written all over it. Chelsea going at 1-0 up, and I think Pochettino comes in and says, you can do much better. You've won the first half. Great. You can do so much better. So I fully expecting Chelsea 2-0, 4.15, which seems to be the standard result for Chelsea against Fulham, 2-0. And therefore I am looking, and I think the best bet, and I will share this, and I think this is a really nice bet, Chelsea to win the second half at 2.16.
Okay. I wouldn't go against that, I don't think.
So I'm going to share it.
Chelsea have not necessarily dominated, but they've certainly had the better of this game so far against Fulham. That picture that Matteo shared of us all in the car would be absolutely bang on if Matteo in the passenger seat there had his cap the other way around.
I've not seen this, but yeah, that's us. Seriously, we're going to a pub nearby.
Yeah,
we've got 3 hours in between games, so we're going to go and get some food.
Yeah, we're going to get sloshed when we come back. You'll be, everybody, how you doing? But no, we won't. We're very professional at Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io.
Oh, hell. We're going to a pub.
Anyway, how are you betting in the second half? Do you agree with Gav? Is it going to be 2-0? Do you fancy 3-0? Do you fancy Fulham to come back? Let us know on the Telegram chat how you are betting this afternoon. Tell us as well, are you betting on the final game of the day? Newcastle taking on Manchester City. That's the 5:30 kickoff. How are you betting on that? Have you had a bet on that one? And let us know how you are out there. What are you doing? Where in the world are you watching us from? If you're new to it, then and you just popping along for the first time. James, Gav, nice to see you. Tell us where in the world you are watching from. It'd be always good to know where. We kind of, in our heads, we have this map. We haven't actually got it graphed anywhere or charted anywhere, but we kind of know where you are. Kind of got to know some of you quite well, really, over the last few years. But always nice to know where in the world you are watching from. Fulham have a free kick, a chance to get the ball in to the box, delivered in, and headed away by Chelsea.
Terrible. Just absolutely terrible. It's like...
That's a floaty one, wasn't it?
That's one of those free kicks where you go, well, what have you worked on in training? I mean, it's just a case of, do you know what I'm going to do? What? I'm going to put it in the box. And? What do you mean, and? That's all I'm going to do.
When it's floated up like that, it's easy for a central defender to see a lot of it and come out and head it. It asks no questions of the Chelsea back line at all. But I've gone in front of the rapid bet, Gav, and I've gone between 48 and 58 for there to be a yellow card.
Well, I was thinking of a yellow card for the next on the spot.
And it's landed straight away.
Oh, you're joking.
It's landed straight away. So my rapid bet, bang. That's how rapid betting is.
I was almost just about to...
Well, on that basis, it should land, shouldn't it?
Yeah. I was almost, literally, about to put up the next on-the-spot free bet as a possible card.
Well, seeing as it's in your head, does that land?
No, because I didn't declare it, did I?
So I'm trying for you. I'm trying for you, everybody. He's just nasty, isn't he? So what is it then? Come on. What's your spot? What's the next spot bet? The referee to breathe out. Is that one? No.
I'm just thinking how random I go. The next time that Raheem Sterling is fouled.
Okay. That could be in about 20 seconds. The way Raheem... Does he have to be fouled? Does he just fall... Raheem Sterling on the floor?
The next time he's fouled and there's a free kick given for a foul on Raheem Sterling.
Okay. All right. That's the rapidest bet I've had.
That's brilliant.
I went for a yellow card. Bang. Yellow card. Looked up, yellow card was being given. Fantastic.
I love you guys, by the way. I genuinely love you guys on Telegram.
I like genetics at the moment.
Yeah, he's my favourite.
I'm not going to say any more.
We don't need to say any more, but I love genetics. That's all I'm saying.
Chance for Cole Palmer. Oh, that's not far away. Tried to bend it. Didn't quite get the dip. But Chelsea looking good for another goal. If you're just going to go... I mean, just another Chelsea goal. What price is that? I've lost Gav to the gifts.
Joe says, I think I'm on the wrong site. No, my friend, you're definitely on the right site.
It depends which site you're looking for, Joe, really. Chelsea have a 1.5, 1.62. Just to score again. They score.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, do both teams score? That's the question. I'm not think they do. Chelsea keep a clean sheet is yes at 1.62. I think that's a bit too short. Honestly, I think it's got 2-0 written all over it. What would be exciting from a game perspective and a neutral perspective is for Fulham to have a proper go here and equalise, and then it's game on. I think if Chelsea score a second, this game is done and dusted. This game is done and dusted if Chelsea score a second. So, yeah.
After my yellow card success, I've gone back in. Rapid bet, 53 to 63, yellow card. So hopefully the referee pays attention and gives one for one of the players out there. Rapid bet success. I'll share the link. I shared it earlier, but I'll share it again for rapid betting. If you've never done it before, click on this link. Have a look around. There's no... never on this service is there any pressure to place a bet. Always gamble responsibly. But it's worth a look, isn't it?
Rapid betting is really good fun, actually, because it just keeps going. Going for it, says Navidad. They're going for 3.75 for both teams score second half. Let's go. So they are fancying a goal for Fulham. They are fancying a goal for Fulham.
That's Koki's suggestion, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So good luck, Koki. Good luck, Navidad.
Just quickly, Championship, we have got Coventry at home to 10-man Leicester City. Coventry City is here. Is Fulham.
Coventry.
Willian to score, put ball into the box, cleared by Chelsea. Counter-attack football. Be a better game this if Chelsea... Don't forget, every single time Raheem Sterling gets the ball,
Here he is.
you need
Come
him
on.
to be fouled.
Hack him down, somebody. Oh, he's just laid it off.
Yeah, he has to Brozier. He's looking for the cutback, though. He's looking for a cutback. Oh, Brozier never found him. Raheem Sterling moved into a decent position, edge of the box. There he is! Raheem Sterling!
Score! Oh, he's hit the post.
Oh, what was that? That's shocking.
Was that what you said, Raheem Sterling, to hit the post?
No.
No?
Hang on a minute. All eyes. Right. Please explain to me the follow-up shot here. Because the header... Look at Raheem Sterling. Look how he just...
Is he onside? He is.
He's
no,
offside.
He's just off.
So it would have been offside. But watch the follow-up strike here. Watch this. Oh, I didn't see it.
It was dreadful, wasn't it?
It was awful.
Yeah, it was dreadful.
But that would have been offside anyway.
I'd have backed Koki to do better than that.
Coventry City at home, generally always good for the goal. Coventry City have scored in every single one of the last 5 games at home. They've actually scored in 8 of the last 10 at home. The last time they failed to score at home was a 0-0 tie against Stoke at the start of November. So it's been a while since Coventry City have not scored, and they've got massive encouragement with the fact that Leicester City are down to 10. So this might be a case of where both teams scores, yes, at 1.51. It's not the best price. Maybe Coventry City to win the second half could be an interesting bet, something like that. Coventry to win the second half, 1.73. That's because Leicester are down to 10. Might just be a draw, something like that. Ties 2.98. Coventry or draw 1.73. They're not the most attractive prices on Coventry, but I'm still expecting further goals. Don't discount Leicester either. You can fall into the trap very easily of thinking a side is done because they're down to 10. They don't. So, you know, we've been in many times where teams down to 10. In certain cases, Liverpool at Newcastle this season, where they come from losing positions to win with 10. So I still think there could be a goal or two for Leicester as well. So still over 2.5 goals in this one at 2.45. That's my best bet.
Mug bet territory. Which Fulham player spent 7 seasons at Chelsea?
Willian.
Yes. Score? It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
against
can
your own,
happen.
against your own. That's kind of the mug bet thing. Is when a player comes back to haunt his former side, really. And Willian's obviously playing against his former team. Spent a long time at Stamford Bridge. So can he get a goal for Fulham today? Obviously left Stamford Bridge for Arsenal, and then found his way back across London to Fulham.
Did Australia win 2-0, by the way?
Yes.
Well, there we said 2-0, didn't we, Australia? Which is very good.
Cole Palmer's looking very good this season.
Yeah,
isn't he?
that's why I spoke to him yesterday. I said, mate, I'm going to give you the captain's armband. I want a mature performance from you. He said, I won't let you down, Gaffer. I said, thanks very much.
Gavver, did he say?
Gaffer, yeah. He's doing me good today. Just quickly, Las Palmas against Villarreal. We've had 1 goal. How many shots on target have we had in this game?
1
is the right answer.
You see, I'm good. I'm very good.
So
do I get a prize?
We've had 8 shots at goal in total, only 1 on target. I still think this is a both teams to score. I still think that tie could be a play at 3.7. Las Palmas' home form, 2 wins in 4. Villarreal's away form is not very good, but that's because they played the likes of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. 3.6 for the tie. Still think both teams score as a play, even though very few shots on target.
Brozier just making a darting run to the near post there. Ball found him. He couldn't quite steer it towards the goal, but a really good delivery in from the right-hand side on that occasion. In fact, the defender came across and got the final touch to send it out for a corner.
We need a foul on Raheem Sterling.
Well, I was just thinking that the best end result here will be for Raheem Sterling to be hacked down. Creatures get a chance for a free bet. I get a yellow card. That'd be perfect.
And Cole Palmer scores from the resulting free kick. Decent ball in, Cole Palmer.
Well, maybe Colwell can come forward and score. He's currently on course for a clean sheet.
It's amazing, isn't it?
My boy.
If there's one thing that shows you the quality that Manchester City have, that Raheem Sterling, formerly Man City, with Cole Palmer, formerly of Man City, it's quite scary how much quality they have up there.
Ball's going to go out of bounds twice between 58 and 60, Gav.
Is that what you're going for? Rapid betting.
So yellow card and the ball to go out of play twice between 58 and 60.
Here's Sterling. Every single time he gets the ball, he needs to be fouled.
Well, only once. Yeah.
Oh, that's a yellow card all day long for Mudryk.
Come on, give it. Give it, ref.
I think the flag is up for offside anyway. In fact, I think it's Fernandez, isn't it?
Yeah. He goes,
there is a yellow card.
Yay! Rapid Bet lands. Happy days. Thank you very much, Enzo.
He is a absolute walking yellow card, though. I mean, there's not much in that, to be honest with you.
He dives in. He has no control what he's doing.
There is that, yeah.
But Rapid Bet lands. So now I need the ball to go out of bounds twice between 58 and 60.
Just checking the stats on Leicester City. Leicester have had more shots and more shots on target. I'll tell you what could be an interesting bet between Coventry and Leicester would be Leicester to score the next goal, because there'll be such a nice prize because they're down to 10. This game really kicked off, by the way. So between Coventry and Leicester, we had a yellow card in minute 43. We had a yellow card in minute 43, and then we had a red card in minute 47. So this game really did kick off in terms of yellow cards being dished out left, right and centre. 1 shot at goal, 1 shot on target, Coventry second half. 2 shots at goal, 2 shots on target, second half for Leicester. To score the second goal, Leicester City are 5.6 to score the second goal in the game because they're down to 10. Leicester are 5.6 to score the second goal.
That bullshit. It's gone out of play once. Should have gone out of play before, but the player that was lying on the ground, it hit him and came back into play. But ball's gone out of play there, so I need it to go out of play one more time. Question from Alexi. He's turned quizmaster. Willian, Fernandinho and Douglas Costa. What club connects all these players?
Now, this I like. This is something new to Clubhouse TV. I want more of this. What is it again?
Alexi asks, Willian, Fernandinho, Douglas Costa, what club connects all those players? So far, Koki's said Chelsea. Alexi says no. Joe says Bayern. Koki says Flamingo. Alexi says no.
Is it Willian, Douglas Costa?
Willian, Fernandinho, Douglas Costa.
Is it Shakhtar Donetsk?
I don't know.
Well, that's my answer.
Yeah.
Is it Shakhtar Donetsk?
Dynamo Kiev's wrong. Alexi says no.
Oh, this is...
Yes, Shakhtar Donetsk.
I mean, what more do you want from me?
Ball's going to play again, and there's another rapid bet lands.
I mean, what more do you want from me?
I'm so happy.
Hey?
I'm so happy. My rapid betting. I'm on fire.
Your rapid betting has ignored my Shakhtar Donetsk. It's.
I mean, between us, Gav.
Chance.
Between us, we're invincible.
Yeah.
Always gamble responsibly. Nobody's invincible. Ask us another one, Alexi. You got any more questions, Alexi?
I like this.
Alexi's turned into our quizmaster.
Raheem Sterling's not had much of the ball, has he, since?
I gave Simon Barlow a quiz on was it Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve? We had a quiz on air. I found a really good site that gave some really good quiz questions. I might try and find it again.
Manuel Alonso has just joined in. Hello, Manuel. Hope you're well.
Manuel. Hola.
I knew that was coming.
Hola, Manuel.
Hola.
Hola.
Can I do something as well? Because I
don't know. I've never seen any evidence of the fact you can.
My gifts broke. So when I said that I really fancy Gal Gadot, and then as I call her, and then I shared the bet, I couldn't actually share a GIF because my gifts broke. But my gifts have come back, so I'm going to share that because that's the one I wanted to share.
She's just getting into focus on my screen.
Yeah.
Go
Your
on.
glasses steamed up.
She's blurred.
I still think there's a further...
She's all blurred, Gav.
I think there's a...
She's not actually loaded properly yet.
That's me looking at his screen.
Yeah. Get out. Get back to your own side of the studio.
Chelsea against Fulham. I still fancy a further goal in this one. I think we possibly...
Joe's response.
We possibly have nailed this one. I can't see Fulham scoring here.
They don't score.
I can see Chelsea sticking in a second, and that run of 2-0 victories that Chelsea have over Fulham landing again and again and again. So the last few results between Chelsea and Fulham, 2-0, 2-0, 0-0. Chelsea, if Chelsea win this 2-0, it will mean that the last 4 victories for Chelsea against Fulham will all be 2-0. So it'll be the 4th consecutive victory for Chelsea against Fulham where it will be a 2-0 scoreline. It's something that Fulham just can't escape. And it also means that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it means in the last 7 games against Chelsea, Fulham have failed to score in 6 of them. I think there's a problem here with the belief of Fulham more than anything. I don't think they believe they can score against them. That's a nice overlap, though. And is that going to go out? That's a Hoik up in there. Petrovic comes and claims. Good goalkeeping.
Very good indeed.
Yeah,
I've gone back in, Gav. Another yellow card between 63 and 73.
Yeah, we need a foul on Sterling.
We do.
And since I put that up, not even been close to it, really. I'll do you a deal. If Raheem Sterling has not been fouled by minute 75, I'll change it. And we'll come up with a new one. Fair?
Well, we could have Raheem Sterling and something else, couldn't we? From 75 onwards.
Fair?
We keep Raheem Sterling on the table, but add something to him.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's throw another random one in then. Raheem Sterling or being fouled.
Or...
either manager touching the ball.
Okay. Going to be a change here. Harry Wilson coming off for Fulham.
Yeah, either manager touching the ball or Raheem Sterling being fouled.
That's right, yeah. That's a little bit of extra chance for you out there.
So double your chances.
So we are... Fulham to score. No,
I can't see it happening.
I know some of you guys out there have got both teams to score second half. I can see Chelsea scoring again. I just really can't see Fulham scoring.
No.
I mean, I hope for your sake it happens, but I don't see it myself.
Former Leicester defender Castagna is on, and also Bobby De Cordova-Reid is on as well. 1-0 right across the games at the moment. If you want football, you need to go to, and goals, you need to go to the Turkish Super League, where Istanbul Basaksehir, if I said that right, I'll get no for that, taking on Alanyaspor, and it's 2-1 to the home side at half-time. These sides literally side by side. Bobby De Cordova-Reid has just come on for Fulham. Cordova is the guy who scored for Alanyaspor, so almost the same.
Is there another player called Reid in the side?
I don't think so.
Anybody called Bobby?
What I can tell you is that actually Alanyaspor's away form is not the worst. The tie could be a play in this one because both sides pretty much level side by side. Generally, this recently has been a game where the home side have won the last 3. Not many goals when these teams play either. Most we've had recently between these two sides in Turkey is over 2.5 goals. Could be an argument for no further goals in Turkey as here come Fulham down the right-hand side. Chelsea get the ball back.
Go on, I need a big challenge. Hopefully on Raheem Sterling. I've gone back in on the yellows. Yellows have done me well in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Need some more. Come on, ref.
Alexis says, what do you think about the match between Newcastle and Man City? I want to bet later.
I think Man City win.
I think Man City win. I think Newcastle have just stumbled. Unfortunately, I would love to say I think it's going to be a high-octane game with lots of goals. I can't see it being that.
Man City in all competitions have won 7 of their last 8 matches. They've scored plenty of goals doing it as well. Newcastle's win against Sunderland in the FA Cup last weekend was their first positive result for some time, wasn't it? They'd lost to Liverpool, they lost to Forest, they lost to Luton. They went out on penalties in the League Cup to Chelsea. They beat Fulham, but then prior to that, they'd lost to AC Milan, lost to Spurs, and lost to Everton. So Newcastle, Eddie Howe's under serious pressure, I think, at St James's Park at the minute. They've dropped to 9th. If you look at where Newcastle are in the table, Alexi, they're in 9th on 29 points. You've got Chelsea and Wolves. Chelsea are going to go above Newcastle today. Wolves could go above Newcastle in their next game. Bournemouth, if they win, Newcastle are starting to tumble, aren't they? They could be 12th
I think they've lost 7 of the last 8, something like that.
That's
in
what I
all
just said.
competitions.
Yeah, just said that.
So I agree with you. I listen, when Newcastle were not competitive, you'd actually get some really high-scoring games. It's almost like, because we can't compete with Man City, we're just going to have a go. So, yeah, they sometimes got thumped 4-0 and 5-0, but sometimes they lost 4-3 and 3-3.
Yeah.
Since Newcastle got this takeover and feel that they can compete at the top of the table, you've had Man City win 2-0, Man City win 1-0, and Newcastle beat them in the League Cup 1-0. So ever since Newcastle, I'll term it, got serious in terms of we can compete at the top end of the Premier League now, the games between Newcastle and Man City have really become goal shy and more like a game of chess. I can see Man City winning this 1 or 2-0. Previously, literally 3 years ago, this could have been anything. 4-0, 5-0, we've had 3-3 and 3-4.
I think Newcastle can score.
I don't think they can.
I don't think Man City's defence is A1 okay, but I think it could be 3-1. That would be my suggestion.
I go for Man. Well, they've got a complete difference of opinions, which I like. You're going for Man City and overs. I'm going for Man City and unders.
I think it's an overs play. I think there's goals in it.
I think it's unders.
I think it's overs.
Who's going to be right? We'll find out later.
Yes, make sure you tune in
after we've been to the pub.
Yeah. Do you want to come to the pub with us? We could just take the cameras down to the pub with us.
We should just do the show from the pub.
Yeah, why not?
I think Fulham are going to concede a second here.
Oh,
they're under quite a bit of pressure.
Oh, that's a yellow card. Somebody give it.
It's not going to be a yellow card.
Give somebody a yellow
Madueke
card.
charging into the box. Edge of the box, strike a goal.
Oh, he should have done better.
There is nothing about that from Colwell.
Oh, it's Colwell as well. What has your chance, man? Right, you're going. I'm sacking
Is he in your
you,
FPL
son.
side?
His army's on a clean sheet. To be fair.
So we'll have a look at this. So Chelsea, I mean, it's bouncing around all over the place. Madueke comes in. It falls to Colwell. There is not any percentage of belief from Colwell that's going to end up in
He's
the
just
back
hacked at it, hasn't
He's
he?
just gone, I'm just going to hit this.
Napoli against the Brave Boys of Salernitana, just kicking off in Serie A. Our team. Our Serie A team. Got Genoa against Torino in Italy as well. So games cropping up in old Italy as well, where PT is. Are Barry playing today, PT? I don't know. But
that's who David Platt used to play for, wasn't it?
Yeah.
David Platt used to play for them?
Sampdoria. He played for.
And Bari?
Did he play for Barry as well?
I think so.
I'm going to Google it. I'm going to find out. David
Google
Platt.
that, Matteo, and give me the thumbs up if I'm right. If not, just ignore it. Don't tell me I'm wrong. That's how it works here.
No, you do. You tell me he's wrong and I can tell him he's wrong. I like doing that.
Salernitana are playing who?
Napoli.
Napoli, yeah, I've got pictures of it here. Here we are.
What teams did David Platt play for? He played for Barry. You're right. He played for Aston Villa, Barry, Juventus, Sampdoria, Arsenal, and Nottingham Forest. Your trivia knowledge is on fire today.
It is, isn't it? I'm not doing too bad today. I've not been too far with the Chelsea game so far. I've nailed that one as well.
It'll all fall in a heap soon. Tune in at 5:30 to see Gav's bad session.
It will happen. In the words of Echo and the Bunnyman, nothing ever lasts forever. Great song from the 90s. Google it.
Great band.
Right. Let's have a look at these games in Italy that have just got underway then, if you want some shouts.
I'll keep my eye on the match to see if Sterling gets fouled.
Loads of football coming up. Loads of football in Germany as well. Torino are taking on Genoa. Genoa, who have they just recently signed? Genoa. Jed Spence, I think it is, who they've got on loan. I think he's just signed. Torino are taking on Genoa. These sides...
Because Leeds returned him.
Yeah. Genoa have drawn their last 3 games at home, 1-1, 1-1 and 1-1. Torino away from home have drawn 2 in 4, and one of those was 1-1. As here's a chance for Chelsea down the right-hand side. Needs a second goal, Chelsea, to just finish this off. Madueke's causing havoc. If he could cross a ball into the box, he'd be deadly. He can run. He's a bit like a Dharma Traore at the moment. He can run, and he's got a bit of pace, but there's no end product.
I think it was Pereira. Dives in on a challenge here. He was so lucky he didn't make contact because he could have been off for it. It was so badly timed he actually missed the player.
Genoa against Torino has got draw written all over it. Genoa have drawn the last 3 at home, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, as I've said. And Torino have drawn 2 of the last 4 away from home. So 2.96 for the tie is a play in that game. Napoli against Salernitana. Look at that. Shortly ball into the box, headed clear by Fulham. As Raheem Sterling need a foul on Raheem Sterling.
He nearly went down. Referee, give him a card. Give him a card.
In the other game in Italy, let's have a look at Salernitana away at Napoli. Salernitana, the worst side in the division.
How dare you, Gav? How dare you?
3 points from safety, but goal difference, even if they win, will mean that they stay in
They're our team,
the bottom
Gav.
3. I know, Sheffield United, my team, they're still dreadful. Napoli at home, not very good. Salernitana away from home,
Just
not
Fulham.
very good. Oh, saved by Petrovic. That's a good save. That's a really
That's
good
the best
save.
chance Fulham have had.
I have to pick Napoli to win. I really don't like them, though, because they are dreadful at home. But I have to go with something pro-Napoli. Maybe Napoli 1-0, something like that. But they are awful. There's a chance for Fulham. Ball cut back. This is the problem if you don't finish your side off. It will be get nervous around Stamford Bridge. Now, we could be on for a bit of a belting 15 minutes. This could be the best part of the game right here.
Yeah, if you're 1-0 and you're bossing it, how many times have we seen that? A team's 1-0 up, has bossed the game, concedes late, and ends up going away without all 3 points. Chelsea are giving themselves the opportunity to mess up today, aren't they?
Yeah.
That was a real chance for Fulham. A real chance, and they blew it, fluffed the lines. So we had chances at both ends. Those of you on both teams to score second half could easily have landed in the last 5 minutes.
I've got Chelsea to win the second half as well.
Ben Chilwell's coming back.
Ben Chilwell.
I like him.
He is back. Yeah, Napoli against Salernitana. Boy, I don't trust the home side. But I will tell you now that in the last 7 games against Salernitana, Napoli have scored the first goal in all 7. So probably look at Napoli to win to score the first goal, but that's not going to be the best of price. Still, Coventry 0, Leicester 1. As there's another shot on target, Petrovic easily claimed at the near post, shot by Fulham, testing the goalkeeper.
Jimenez has had a couple of chances.
Yeah.
So, good to see Ben Chilwell back, isn't it? He's been dogged by injury. He's about to come back onto the park.
Should we have a bit of a fun free bet? We've only given away 2. First time Ben Chilwell touches the ball as well. So it's a foul on Raheem. Oh, free kick for Fulham in a dangerous position and a yellow
it's just
card.
too late. It's just too late for me.
It's a yellow card for Casido.
Imagine now if Ben Chilwell gets. I don't know. We're not going to put him on. Sit back down,
That
Ben.
seems. That seems a bit harsh. He did seem to get the ball for me. Right. This is going to be my number 1 bugbear in football. This is not going to be on target. I really hate free kicks where you're in a decent position and you don't test the goalkeeper.
I agree.
Just get it on target and ask a question.
Worth having a look at yellow cards, by the way, in the remainder of this game.
I agree.
They have mounted in the second half. Ronnie O'Sullivan's gone 2-0 up against Sean Murphy in the snooker.
Just get this on target. Just ask a question.
How are you? What are you up to today? Would you like to send us a message on the Telegram chat? There's 3 questions there.
So, just get this on target. Test the goalkeeper. If you hit the wall, I can live with that. If you put it over the crossbar, put it wide of the post, keeper doesn't have to do anything. That's my number 1 bugbear. Let's see what happens here. This is the A1 position for...
over the top of the crossbar. Behind, harmlessly for a goal kick. Let's go, Ronnie, says Genetics. He's watching the snooker as well. So
I hate that. I couldn't be a football manager. I'd be running on.
Well, on the basis of what you said in the car on the way in about tasering everybody you could see, if you were a policeman, I think as a referee you might be quite dangerous.
As a football manager.
Yeah. You basically,
That's just, it is unforgivable.
All the Gav's team are injured, you know.
What happened to them? They all got tasered in training. That's what happened to them. Right, so
here he comes.
For the free bet, on the spot free bet, we've got Raheem Sterling to be fouled. Oh, well, there we are. So Raheem Sterling's gone off. So we'll replace one with the other. So it's the first time Ben Chilwell touches the ball. We'll offer a free bet. Yeah.
8 corners, says Chief. 4 apiece, I think, at the moment in this game.
Right, so Ben Chilwell is back. First time he touches the ball on the spot, free bet lands.
Imagine if you don't get a touch.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Come on, Chilly boy, get a touch.
Goal! Coventry City!
Yes!
They equalise.
We are Leeds, we are Leeds, we are Leeds.
So Coventry City have equalised against the 10 men of Leicester City. They are back.
Come on, Coventry, go on and win it.
Level.
Can they win it, Gav? Can they win it?
I think there'll be a further goal. 10 minutes. It's that period as well, isn't it, with 10 minutes left where you think that's a great period to equalise.
Second half stats, by the way, 70% possession for Coventry, 3 goal attempts each, 2 on target to Cov, 3 for Leicester. So it's been fairly even apart from possession. But Coventry have a chance in that one to win.
Well, as I said, they've got a good goal scoring record at home. There's a corner for Chelsea. Good finish. So I think there's a further goal. It's a good finish. A good player as well, Callum O'Hare. He's only 25. He's a really good player. And he's been linked with a move to a number of Premier League sides. He's the kind of player that...
Who's about to take the corner for Chelsea.
Well, there
in fact,
we
he's
are.
touched the ball. He's placed the ball
there
into the quadrant. He's about to take the corner. You know what that means, Clubhouse creatures.
Free bet land.
As Al Pacino would say, hoo-ha!
I would say that do back a further goal in the game between Coventry and Leicester. Callum O'Hare scored for Coventry. He's the kind of player that any promoted side from the Championship to the Premier League will go back in and pick him up from Coventry. He's a really good player.
This could be another yellow. Thiago Silva's he's taken a yellow.
3.1 for Coventry. Leicester are 9.6, which is big, but I know they're down to 10. Over 2.5 goals is 2.38. That is my bet there. A further goal between Coventry and Leicester City, 2.38. We've got 10 minutes left, and then whatever time is added on. So I would be looking at a further goal in the Midlands derby.
My rapid betting has been very successful to date. Look at our sports bet balance, Gav.
You've done very well.
I'm increasing our balance.
You've also shouted up for further bookings between Chelsea and Fulham, and I think you're still looking at further bookings for Chelsea and Fulham.
There's going to be another yellow.
Well, how many bookings we had so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. It's only 5. It seems a lot more than that.
Yeah, they've all.
Clear off, Palmer, with your yellow card. Make it 6.
They've all come in the second half, though, haven't they? Was there anything in the first half?
Gusto was carded in the first half.
So most have come in the second
Carl
half.
Palmer's been doctor point because he's picked up a card as well.
Yeah, so that'd be -2 for you, isn't it?
Is it -2 for a booking?
Well, no, it's -1 times 2 because he's your captain.
Who's your captain?
He doesn't get booked, Ben White. He's a very good boy.
Doesn't score though, does he?
He does sometimes. He'll keep a clean sheet against Palace.
When's that happening? In about 4 weeks? Because this game week spanned pretty much all of January because of the AFCON.
That's a good point, actually. When does it happen? When do Arsenal play? Not until Saturday 12:30 next weekend.
Have we done the go by the way for the free?
Yeah,
bet?
go, Matteo, go.
Matteo,
he's done it.
Look at Matteo. He's making them. He's a right teaser, isn't he? He's a right teaser. Look at them. They're all coming in now. Look, they're all waiting. They're all waiting. Oh my
they were all very good there, weren't they? Waiting in line.
Look at them all coming in.
Very orderly. Q.
Wow. If you've won the free bet before, you can win it again. And then we've got 10 minutes to land 2 further on the spots.
Can I win one?
No. Sorry, but no.
It's not fair, this Clubhouse TV.
No, we just sit
fun,
watch.
fast, and very unfair, I'd say.
We just watch football for a living. Right. I still think there's a goal between Coventry and Leicester and a further goal between Chelsea and Fulham.
Well, should we make that another next spot bet if there's another goal?
I don't know. I've not made my mind up yet. Need to give away this one.
I think that should be it. Another goal lands another free bet opportunity.
Chelsea have got a dreadful final 15 minutes. In fact, this is the worst 15 minutes of a game for Chelsea. They scored 5 and conceded 11. It is the worst 15-minute spell. As there's a shot from Fulham from about 40 yards that never tested the goalkeeper.
If he'd scored that, it'd been one of the most incredible goals of the century.
Fulham have scored 7, conceded 7. So Fulham have scored more and conceded less in the final 15 minutes of games this season than Chelsea. Chelsea, I mean, to be fair, Chelsea can only really be rivalled for dreadful last 15 minutes by Burnley and Sheffield United. The worst 3 teams in the league for the final 50 minutes of games in terms of goals scored against goals conceded is Sheffield United, Burnley and Chelsea.
Do you know what the most popular time for a goal is in the Premier League this season?
I would imagine this time, because of the amount of time added on with that.
Time at the end of the second half.
Yeah.
55 goals have been scored after the 90th minute this season.
Right, are we stopping at any given point? Let me have a go.
Yeah, stop now. Stop now. So, stop has been in. Matteo, like a nice, obedient dog, has answered the call. Now he's cocking his leg in the corner.
Yeah, your randomness knows no bounds, does it? Right.
Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. Welcome.
Right.
Have you added them up?
Yep, let's go. Let's go.
First winner is. The first one has been on the magic circle, on the magic wheel.
Oh, my word.
Oh, he's at the post.
Oh, it's the very first entry. It's the very first entry. It's Alexi. We said, I don't want to be number one. It is number one.
Alexi.
It literally is number one.
Alexi, bringing you good wishes in Ukraine.
So, Alexi, you are a winner. And this is... Oh, my word, that's really tight. That's really tight. Let me have a look at this one. Hang on. Where are we? all right, there it is. Is that it? Let me double check the number.
What are you doing?
I've lost my way.
James and Gav. Gav's having a bit of a moment. He's actually trying to learn how to count on
Osman.
It
was so close to Navidart, but it's Osman. So Osman and Alexi.
We've had a lot of O's winning today. Then
we have.
Osman, Alexi.
So there you are. There's
Alexi says thank you.
That's a pleasure.
An absolute pleasure, Alexi.
Absolute pleasure.
Cheese ticking off over 9.5 corners. Well played, Chi.
Shall we go for on the spot free bet?
Another goal.
Should we just have another goal between Chelsea, Fulham, and or Coventry or Leicester?
Yeah.
Just bring in the championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
just
not?
another goal.
Why not?
Between Coventry and Leicester or Chelsea and Fulham.
I'm going to go in for another yellow card in the Chelsea game. On the rapid betting.
On the spot free bet is next time Murphy pots a pink in the old snooker.
We could go for a yellow card because we're getting loads of them.
There's just another further goal between Chelsea, Fulham, and Coventry, Leicester. Do you know what? I think even though
Fulham.
I was about to say the tie at 7.4.
Nah.
It'll be it's nervy.
Oh, they've made hard work of it. They've really made hard work of it. They should have been out of sight, shouldn't they? But
that's why I think. That's why I think you've always got to have a bit of a play on the draw. As Las Palmas are 2-0 up against Villarreal, I missed that. So we said over 2.5 goals in this one, and both teams to score. Herzog has scored the second, so Juanma Herzog has scored.
If you fancy Fulham, get on them now. They've got a free kick just outside the D. This is probably their best opportunity to get the keeper under pressure at the very least.
Juanma Herzog is a youngster coming through the ranks at Las Palmas. This is only his third game coming through the youth system. He's just scored his first goal for Las Palmas. So well done you, my friend.
I mentioned Willian.
Coventry City! Score! Your free bet's landed! Send a further goal.
Yeah, that's good for Leeds.
Coventry City have landed you a free bet.
Go, Matteo. Go, Matteo. Go. Get your sportsbet.io username in after the go. Two more of you will win yourself a 10 USDT free bet. Happy days.
Oh, it's a strike from the edge of the box as well. From a corner that's headed back out. Coventry have turned this around. Free kick. Oh, just get it on target. They go for pace. You've got Milan Van Uwijk to thank for that one. I think that's his first ever goal for Coventry. He used to play for Heerenveen And Den Haag, it's his first ever goal in English
Defeat
football.
for Leicester, that's
And
always
it's
good.
landed you a free bet. Have we gone again? Again?
Going again.
Oh, my word. Here we are.
They're all still typing in. Don't go counting just yet, because there's...
No, I think he's pressed stop. He's
No, he hasn't yet. He hasn't yet.
Oh, is he not?
No. Press it now, Matteo. Stop now. That's it. Right. So they're in. They're in, Gav.
Oh, my word. Right, okay.
So 2 more of you will win yourselves a 10 USDT free bet. Once this Chelsea-Fulham game is finished, we'll say goodbye. We'll say au revoir, more like, because we'll be back again later for the Newcastle-Manchester City game. The stream will stop and it will restart again later on. So we're not just disappearing. We're going to disappear for a bit and then we'll come back for the final game today. And, of course, back tomorrow as well. More games in the Premier League tomorrow. It's myself and Simon B with you tomorrow. So myself and Simon will take you through the games between Everton and Aston Villa, Manchester United and Spurs.
What are the chances of that?
Of what?
Number 1 again.
Hey,
Jesus Law.
After what you said.
I know. It is purely at random. Number 1, Jesus Law has just won a free bet. 10 USDT free bet. Well done.
Well played, sir.
And... oh, that's incredible. Unbelievable. First to last. So the last one as well. It's Koki again.
Oh.
Koki's a double winner.
Whoa, the Okie Koki. So you've got yourself 20 USDT, Koki.
It is pure. That's why it's purely at random. Yeah.
So Digital
Purely
Store says
random.
thanks, Gav. And Koki, you're a winner as well. So well played, everybody. Are we going to have one more?
Yeah, no, we have one more. What should we have? Further yellow card between Chelsea and Fulham.
Yeah, yellow card. I'm very lucky, says Koki.
Yeah.
Are we picking a match? Alexi says you mentioned picking a match.
Yeah, I think we should. Just when this game finishes, we'll just come up with an idea just to have a bit of fun for the later game. So we'll do that. The idea is forming in my head. It's not a fully formed idea at the moment, which is
not
scary.
A fully formed head.
I think that's the funniest thing you've ever said on Clubhouse TV.
I
think that's a really good.
What competition?
I think that is excellent. That's very well done.
The Matteo goes,
meow. Absolute git. That was excellent.
Anyway, do we get another goal? Do we get another card? Do we get another anything?
Me and
Chelsea
Matteo
against Fulham
are going to the pub after this game. You're staying here.
I'm getting locked in the studio.
Emptying the bins.
Oh, can we, Matteo? Just notice Koki's message there. He's got what's his username? Just amending.
There we are. He's got it.
Mateo's got his thumbs up there, Koki. So everything's good.
So do you know what? For a fairly drab 1-0 Chelsea, this has been great fun on Clubhouse TV. I loved it. We've had a lot of laughs,
and we get to go again, Gav.
We get to go again.
Yeah.
So we'll be gone for about just best part of 3 hours, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, with bottles of whiskey in our hand and reeking of pub. That's just Matteo.
Yeah. So Chelsea won Fulham. Now, how much time added on? This is always a key part. How much time added on?
I'm going 6.
Yeah, it's not been a great deal going on second half. I think 6 minutes could be about right, to be honest with you. Just need a yellow card.
I want another yellow card, and I want a corner in stoppage time for my final two.
We've got
rapid bets.
5 minutes.
It's it. Corner, somebody, do something. Yellow card or a corner is what I need. It's it.
Oh, good save.
That's a really good save.
I'm glad you said that, because they're the saves that people don't really appreciate. That's a really, really, really good save. Because it's hit hard. It's down low by his left foot. Yeah, so that's a really good save. Willian, I don't know what that was, to be honest with you, from Willian. Answers on the postcard, please. That was just shocking, is what it was. As here come Cole Palmer on the attack. Go on, Cole. All the way, my friend. All the way.
He's got Madueke to his right.
Yeah.
He's going to use him, isn't he? He does. Terrible ball. He tried to feed Madueke and he couldn't get it past the Fulham defender.
Oh, this is like basketball, end-to-end stuff. Fair play to Coventry, by the way. That is exceptional from Coventry. So Chelsea, if this stays this way at the moment, Chelsea will leap up to 8th. They'll go above Man United and Newcastle United.
You're talking about the differential between Leicester and Leeds. If Leeds win later, they will only be 14 points behind and not 18.
I mean, it's sweating, isn't it?
Still a lot, isn't it?
Leicester is sweating. Goal for
Coventry! 3-1. Well
Said
played.
there would be goals. It's a finish. It's a finish and a half. I think it's Callum O'Hare with his second. Don't quote me on that. But it's a goal for, as Cole Palmer's off, goal for Coventry City.
Cole Palmer's off. They're bringing on the young kid. Who, I never remember his name, but he's really good, this youngster. Well thought about in Chelsea ranks. Cole Palmer coming off to big applause. This is good from Pochettino. It's that kind of bringing a player off just before the end to make sure he gets a second.
Is it Chukwuemeka?
No, it's the other fella, the guy that's going to come on with him. Chukwuemeka's coming on, and there's 2 changes being made by Chelsea.
It is Callum O'Hare who scored the second for Coventry, their third. Good finish as well. Nice volley.
Gilchrist is the sub that's coming on for Palmer, and he's a good little player. This fella, he's not short of confidence. Look at him coming on. He's only a youngster. He's coming on barking orders at everybody else that's out there.
Do you know? I have to say that I think English football is in the best state it's ever been in.
There's a lot of good young players coming through. A lot of good youngsters. Long throw for Fulham. Can they do something right at the end? Not on that occasion as Chelsea pump it forward and get it clear. Out for a throw-in on the far side. It's Fulham finishing the best there, though. Chelsea are really on the back foot.
Do you know what's the interesting thing about Chelsea? As Coventry have won 3-1, they've made 4 substitutions today. All of them are English players coming on. I mean, there's a time with Chelsea where literally it was all foreigners. Alfie Gilchrist, he's
Mateo's put in a question. 3 of the top 10 most valuable players in the world are English. Name them.
Ooh. Las Palmas 3-0. So there's the over 2.5 goals in Spain.
I can get 2 of them very quickly, I think.
We could have no yellow card here, are we?
One plays for Bayern Munich, I would imagine. The other one plays another place for Real Madrid.
Oh, Bellingham is just going to be... Bellingham has a chance of being the best footballer this nation has ever produced.
Who would be the other one then? If it's Harry and Bellingham, who's the third? Koki says Patrick Bamford. Good guess, Pat.
I'll tell you what.
That goal was awesome.
Against Peterborough, it was phenomenal.
If you could do
Are
that
we going to get a yellow card? Bobby Decordova-Reid, he ain't one of them. Is this a yellow card?
Kane is wrong, apparently.
Oh.
God, he must be. Harry Kane must be up there. Oh, Foden.
Yeah,
says
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden's Viv's guess. Jude and Foden. So who's the other?
Jayden Bogle, left wing back for Sheffield United. Sensational.
Koki says Cole Palmer. Jude, Saka, Foden, Watkins.
Yeah, I think Saka could be a play. Chance for Fulham. Header. It's back across. He's bouncing around. What's happening here? Panic stations. This is where you get a claim for handball as well, just a stray hand. It's absolutely booted clear by Chelsea. They've got about 20 seconds left. Oh, every Chelsea fan's heart was in their mouths then when that was bouncing around the box.
Jude, Saka and Foden, says Mateo.
I think that'd be fair.
Harry Kane's got to be up there in terms of
English
value,
football. English football has never been in as healthy a state as it is right now.
Rice, Declan Rice was 122 million, says Joe.
It could have been a yellow card there. Referee's going to blow the whistle at any given point, you would have thought. We need a yellow card to land in the last free bet.
Yeah, hack him down. Come on, somebody.
Been some rash challenges recently. How much time is added on?
Ball.
Chance for... good defensive block. I think that's trying to work out. And again, straight up in the air. Referee still not blowing the whistle. It was...
Come on, somebody foul him.
At the end of time added on. They're just giving the ball away and it's going to be it, isn't it? You would have thought. Although they just can't clear the ball at the moment.
Man's down. Is this a card? There's a free kick. Williams rolling around like he's just been shot.
Possible
Is this
descent.
a card?
It better not be Enzo Fernandez. He's already got a yellow card. He'd be picking up a double yellow.
Is it a card?
No, it won't be because he'll be sent off.
That would have been a card for another player, you know.
But where's this time added on come on from the time added on? We've got a pub to go to.
Yeah. Got some partying to do.
Why, where are you going?
To the pub with you. Dancing on tables, all sorts this afternoon.
Mate, I'd love to see you dance on the table. Right. Where's this come from? Where has this come from? I think that's what Poch is saying. Ball into the box, bouncing around, just get it clear, just whack it clear. Surely the whistle's going to go.
He's blown it, hasn't he?
He's still bouncing around. Look at it. It's just up in the air. It's like volleyball, this is volleyball. Just boot it. That's got to be it. That's got to be it.
It's finished. Chelsea 1, Fulham 0. They take the points. Fulham brave at the end. Weren't maybe quite brave enough at the start, really. Otherwise, they might have had a chance today. And Chelsea were clinging on for grim life. In terms of this interim period, we're going to end the stream. We're going to come back for the 5:30 game between Newcastle and Manchester City. What's this game that we're going to have in mind?
Salernitana. Oh, pick that out! That's abuse!
Salernitana.
Did you just see that?
Salernitana.
The last 7 games straight. That is unbelievable from Salernitana. Look at that for the finish. He's absolutely milking it as well.
He's got cappuccino written on his back, hasn't he?
So the last 7 games straight. I just said you can't trust Napoli, but I can't. I trust Salernitana less. Salernitana won their last game away from home 1-0. They've gone 1-0 up away at Napoli with a wonderful strike from the edge of the box, a full 20-25 yards out. And it's a wonderful, wonderful finish.
We've got a pub to get to. Don't dwell on this one.
No, I'm sorry. Are you in a rush? We've only got 3 hours. Candrava has just stood. Have a look at this for finish.
Cappuccino.
Have a look at this for finish. Have you seen this?
I saw it.
Oh, that is plum.
Pick that out.
The last 7 games straight between these two sides, Napoli have scored the first goal in all 7. Not today. Napoli 0, Salernitana 1.
Before we leave you, they're just kicking off in the German Bundesliga. There's 5 matches kicking off at 2:30. Remember the usual bet. Over 0.5 goals in the first half. Over 2.5 goals as a 5-fold ACCA. Good luck if you go into the Bundesliga.
Right, Championship. Pick a winner in the Championship. Which team do we fancy to win in the Championship? We have to go, I think, for Southampton against Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, sportsbet.io Southampton.
Yeah, so we're going for Southampton to win in the Championship.
Yeah.
In League 1, who do we fancy to win in League 1? Let's go for that. In League 1, I don't want to go for Bolton because I think that's a little bit too easy, but I would probably...
Portsmouth to beat Leyton Orient.
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Who, ironically, are playing next door to Southampton.
Portsmouth at top, Leyton Orient at 12th.
Okay, and in League 2... Let's go for...
What about...
Mansfield to win at Morecambe.
Wrexham to beat Wimbledon?
It's a bit too easy, that, isn't it?
Well, no, that's what we want, isn't it? We're trying to get winners, aren't we? Not trying to saddle ourselves with problems.
Okay. So, here's the deal. Keep an eye on these 3 teams. Southampton, Portsmouth and Wrexham. 1 from the Championship, 1 from League 1 and 1 from League 2. Southampton, Portsmouth and Wrexham. If all those 3 teams win, we'll find more winners in the next game in the Premier League, Newcastle against Manchester City.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Deal? I will see you in 3 hours, Gav. I will see you in 3 hours, Matteo. And hopefully we'll see you in around about 3 hours because, just under now, 5:30 kickoff, Newcastle against Man City. We'll be back on air just before that game. Enjoy the next 2 hours and 57 minutes and we'll see you soon. Cheers.
Covering every